biggest pre-driven savings ever. Over 800 vehicles available to you. Easy online approval, everybody drives. 1.9% used financing, 0 down. Drive a 2015 Chevy Impala LS, a 2015 200 Limited, or a 2014 Fusion SE. Your choice, $16,993 or $257 a month, each with remaining factory warranty. We're kicking it up a notch at the #1 Green Chevy, where we finance your future, not your past. You gotta go green.
You're on the go every day, working, playing, and simply living your life. Maintain your lifestyle and continued health with Art Chiropractic Center, your first choice in chiropractic care. Art Chiropractic Center on Middle Road in Bettendorf.
The selection and savings is always worth the short drive to D&E Furniture in Sterling, where you can shop the largest furniture store in Northern Illinois. Known locally for our huge selection and great prices on famous name brands, our low pressure and knowledgeable sales staff make you feel at home while you shop. Best of all, we keep most items in stock so you can take it home with you or schedule it for fast delivery. D&E Furniture, family owned since 1957 in downtown Sterling.
Through the clutter of campaign rhetoric, take the candidate quiz at WQAD.com. See which candidate thinks like you.
Back-to-back episodes of Judge Faith starting at 3 p.m. Weekdays on MyTV 8.3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Tonight here at beautiful Wrigley Field as the Cubs try to earn a split with the Detroit Tigers. Interleague play continues. It's WGN Sports on My50 bringing you Chicago Cubs baseball. Great to have you with us along with Jim DeShays. I'm Len Casper. It was a wild one last night. We had a long rain delay. Game ended around 1 o'clock and the Tigers won 10-8, but the Cubs made it very interesting. And of course, Kyle Schwarber right in the middle of it.
Yeah, Kyle Schwarber's been right in the middle of just about everything since he's come to the big leagues. Last night he made a heck of a play in left field, threw a runner out at home plate, and then he really tightened things up with this 3-run bomb to make the ball game 6-5. Kyle Schwarber settling in quite nicely, and we'll look at some numbers for him in the month of August. 14 games, an OPS of 1080s and 6 home runs. And check out that note at the bottom. Just the third player since 1920 with 30 runs and 30 RBI in their first 35 Major League games.
And he's in the lineup tonight, even against a left-hander. And Ian Kinsler last night, big part of the Tigers offense. They had 19 hits, the most the Cubs pitching staff has given up this year.
Yeah, Kinsler red hot of late. He had 5 hits in the ball game last night. Last 17 games, a 437 hitter, 9 extra base hits, and an OPS up over 1,000.
Cubs with a 3-game lead for the second wild card, and they're 3 behind the Pirates for the first wild card. It'll be Norris for the Tigers. John Lester, the Cubs opening day starter for the home team. Coming up next.
Every diamond is unique. Like a new relationship, it starts out raw, but after time, hard work and polishing, it becomes something to be treasured. Every diamond has a story. Let the diamond experts at Necker's Jewelers help make this one yours.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal, the taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals, the garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
Download the new Steak and Shake Rewards app. Earn rewards every time you use it from Steak and Shake.
We love to shop at Grandma Deb's Artswork store in LeClaire. There are so many cool handmade things here. We always find cool gifts here. Everyone is so nice and helpful. And when we're done, we go up the hill to Aunt Mandy's for fresh food at the Crane and Pelican.
I think my mom likes everything on the menu.
And my favorite part is dessert.
Artswork and the Crane and Pelican in LeClaire. One great visit, 2 great destinations.
Nothing ruins your day like a clogged drain or sewer. Well, fix it with a phone call.
Peterson Plumbing, how may I help you?
Peterson's courteous text will make that bad day go away. Peterson will clean any home's drain for just $99.99. That's up to 1.5 hour service on any drain, $99.99. And only Peterson offers a 6-month written warranty. Clogged drains? Fix it with a phone call to Peterson.
From our family to yours, Peterson Plumbing and Heating.
Like a diamond, the story of your love is timeless. This isn't just a diamond for her. This diamond is for generations to come. When they look down, they'll be reminded of the love story that started it all. Let us help you tell your story. Necker's Jewelers. Give to the one you love.
Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Make a plan to make it home. Honda. Great deals are happening at the Honda Summer Clearance Event. Now at your Honda dealer. Napa. Home of Napa know-how. Ford, America's best-selling brand, inviting you to go further in our fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your Ford store or at localfordstores.com. Subway, make a smart play for savory subs this season. Score more flavor at Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh. And by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Wind blowing straight out, overcast, and could be another offensive night. These two left-handed starters hope it's not. Here's the Tigers starting lineup written out by Brad Ausmus. Rajai Davis will get the start in left. We mentioned Kinsler's big night last night. Future Hall of Famer Miguel Cabrera plays first. J.D. Martinez, another home run, putting together a fantastic season. Castellanos is the third baseman. James McCann catches. Jose Iglesias, the shortstop, he had 4 hits. Anthony Gose goes from leadoff to 8th, and Daniel Norris will bat for the first time in his major league career.
Let's check out the Cubs defensively. Kyle Schwarber, we mentioned the big throw he made last night. He's back out in left tonight. Fowler center, Soler right. Chris Bryant, Addison Russell will man the left side of the infield. Starlin Castro, Anthony Rizzo the right side. David Ross will do the catching this evening. And on the mound is John Lester. He's 8-8 with a 321. He's making his 24th start, and boy, he's been really good lately. 5 starts since the All-Star break. He's 4-0 with a 2.04 earned run average.
Notice the throwback uniforms. We'll tell you about those in a second. Chicago native Tony Randazzo will work the plate. Toby Basner's at first. Phil Cuzzies at second. Crew chief Jerry Davis is over at third. The weather, a big story last night. We had a rain delay in the middle of the ball game, 2 hours and 17 minutes. And let's hope we don't have any rain tonight. It has cooled off a bit, 72 degrees. Very comfortable. And we had some weird things that went on in the ball game last night. 3 to be exact. In the first inning, Miguel Cabrera hit what he thought was a home run, but a fan, and it was a Tiger fan, had actually reached over the yellow rope. So they went to review, and they ended up saying, nope, that's a 2-base hit. J.D. Martinez would then hit a home run. And then in the bottom of the first inning, Cabrera with a little adjustment. His glove is off, and he's surprised by Anibal Sanchez. He ends up throwing out Fowler at second base. We think he should have been called for throwing his glove at the ball, and Fowler probably should have ended up at third. And then in the ninth inning, this was really late. Ball got stuck underneath the mask of catcher James McCann, and after getting together, the umpires determined that the ball was lodged in the equipment, and that allowed Chris Coughlin to score. Tigers were not happy about it. We'll get into that a little more a little later. Brad Ausmus, 19 years in the big league, said he had never been called for that.
No, I think they missed that one. I think letter of the law, they probably were justified in making that call, but I don't think that's the proper interpretation. Didn't really have an impact on the game, but it's always fun to dissect those unusual plays.
So it is the veteran Lester who had a rough outing in Detroit back in June. And a strike call to get us started. And Rajai Davis.
Yeah, 4 1/3 in that outing in Detroit. Allowed 9 hits, 5 runs.
It was swung at a pitch that bounced in front of the plate. Keep an eye on the Pirates hosting the Diamondbacks tonight. The Giants are in St. Louis. Fun to scoreboard watch these days. Cubs 3 ahead of San Francisco for the 2nd spot in the wild card race. 3 behind Pittsburgh for the 1st spot. As Lester rings up Davis. Tigers meanwhile 4.5 back of the Angels going into action today. In the American League wild card, that's the 2nd spot there, but they've got a bunch of teams ahead of them.
Well, John Lester had the strikeout pitch working last time out. He punched out 10 Brewers in his last start, a 9-2 Cub win, and his 3rd consecutive W.
So these two teams wearing replica uniforms from 1945 in commemoration of the end of World War II. The Tigers and the Cubs met in the 1945 World Series. Detroit winning in 7 games. That ball thumped deep to left. Off the wall. Schwarber quickly into second. Kinsler hesitated and he's safe. He somehow got in ahead of the tag by Starlin Castro. It looked like Kinsler halfway to second had second thoughts, but ultimately makes it in with a double.
Yeah, really curious. Usually when you see a guy break it down the way he did, they're going to retreat, but he stopped, restarted, and just beat this play. Well done here by Schwarber. Handles that carom. Good strong throw on a hop into Castro. A little bit offline, and that proved to be the difference maker as Kinsler got that hand in just before the tag. But he continues to rake. My goodness, 5 hits in the game last night. So a little hitch and go.
6 for 6 with a sac fly, a home run, 2 doubles in the series. And here's Miguel Cabrera, 14 out of 25 in his career against John Lester. Ball 1.
Yeah, for a slash line of a batting average of .560. On base percentage of .667 and a slugging percentage of .840.
I guess Miguel Cabrera with that uniform on is playing the role of Hank Greenberg, the iconic Tiger first baseman, who actually returned from the war to play for the Tigers in that championship season in 1945. And outside, it's 2-0 on Cabrera. We'll be featuring a few photos of major leaguers in their other uniforms, as Hank Greenberg was a member of the United States Army. He was one of the first major league players to be drafted, but then he was discharged because he was 30 years old, 1941, a year after he won the American League MVP. 2 days after Pearl Harbor, he would re-enlist. He was sure at that time that his baseball career was over. The 2-1 from Lester. Big cut and a miss by Cabrera. I suppose in some ways, JD, it's a blessing in disguise that Kinsler doubled and didn't single, right? With the running game, Brewers stole 5 bases against John in his last start.
Yeah, and I think sooner or later he's going to have to confront that here tonight. Kinsler, a guy that can run. Rajay Davis, who punched out Anthony Ghost down in the 8th spot in the batting order, all legitimate threats.
It's full 3-2. Very dangerous. J.D. Martinez on deck.
You see a guy like Cabrera put the ball in play. You think back before you think in if you're an outfielder, but this one off the end of the bat didn't have a whole lot on it. So Fowler, after a little bit of a hesitation, runs it down.
Martinez knocked in 3 last night. He's got 51 home runs since June 16th of last year, trailing only Mike Trout and Nelson Cruz among all major league players. And he held up on the swing. Referenced his story last night. First time All-Star this year, released by the Astros last spring training 2014. Signed with Detroit 2 days later, and he's become one of the more underrated pickups in the last couple of years.
Yeah, they signed him, sent him to AAA where he hit a bunch of home runs in a very short period of time. Called him up and he did the same thing in Detroit.
Strike called. Yeah, he had retooled his swing in the offseason prior to 2014. His hitting coach at the time was John Maley. He was now the Cubs hitting coach. And Martinez has really thrived with the Tigers. But he strikes out here as Lester works around the 1-out double. Cubs coming up when we return.
Chicago Baseball is sponsored in part by Corvins Insurance.
Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your source for quality electronics and home appliances. Lindstrom's brand source has now added Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. Serta is now on display in our new bed salon at Lindstrom's. Choose from Serta iSeries, iComfort, or Serta Perfect Sleeper beds. Our knowledgeable experts at Lindstrom's are here to help you get a better night's sleep. Find value with Serta mattresses at Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your brand source headquarters.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside. Delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
With the crack of the bat and roar of the crowd, Lumber Kings baseball is back as they take on the Cedar Rapids Colonels Friday, August 21st at Ashford University Field. Plus, fireworks sponsored by WQAD News 8.
As we check out the Cubs batting order, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Cubs have their longest streak of at least 2 walks, 30 games and counting, since 2000. Fowler, Schwarber, Bryant at the top, Rizzo, Soler, Castro in the middle, Ross, Lester, Russell to round it out against a very interesting left-hander. His name's Daniel Norris. They got him from Toronto in the David Price deal. Swing and a miss, just 22 years old, and a fascinating guy in a lot of ways. Off the field, maybe more so than on the field.
And so far this year, 8 big league starts, 2-2 with a 4.24 ERA. One of the top pitching prospects in baseball. A meteoric rise through the Blue Jays organization last year. A-ball, AA, AAA, and ultimately the big leagues briefly.
He was wasting very little time as he fires a 95-mile-an-hour fastball past Dexter Fowler. Walk-up Wednesday. Tonight we will feature some of the walk-up music for the Cubs hitters. Thuggish Ruggish Bone, the song for Kyle Schwarber, which came out, I think, before he was born, or right around the time at least. 429 feet, the 3-run homer to get the Cubs back in the game last night. And the fastball is right at the knees for a strike. We showed you in the open, J.D. players, the only guys with 30 runs and 30 RBIs in their first 35 major league games. The other two, Adam Dunn and Joe DiMaggio. Pretty good slider from Norris.
It's a good matchup here. A couple of young, high-ceiling prospects. Change for David Price from the Blue Jays.
Second-round pick of the Jays out of high school, Science Hill High in Johnson City, Tennessee, 2011. Made his major league debut last year. Pitched briefly in relief against the Cubs, actually, last September. And reading the bio of Daniel Norris, you know who he reminds me of?
Mark Fidrich.
That's not a bad one.
Bill Lee.
Still pretty good, but not the guy I was thinking of.
Bill Walton.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. No, I was thinking Joe Madden. See, Joe's got an RV called the Cousin Eddie. Norris has a restored 1978 VW van that he parked in a Walmart parking lot during spring training, named Shaggy. Unconventional, unpredictable. He has a very healthy wanderlust.
Yeah, he says he likes to go on journeys in the offseason, and he takes a long time working his way from home down to spring training, and he parks his van by the beach. He'll do some surfing, do some reading. Got a little portable stove that'll make his own coffee and cook his meals. He's an outdoors guy, very much into the environment.
And I envision Joe Madden owning a thought journal.
Yeah, I can see Joe having a thought journal.
Yeah. Bryant Fowles 1-2. I tweeted before the game the ESPN long-form story about Norris from spring training. And he did live in that van in the parking lot during Blue Jays spring training. It's pretty darn fascinating. Yeah, there's Shaggy. Well, it's Norris, but Shaggy's the name of the van. Lined into center, base hit. So after back-to-back hitless games, Chris Bryant is 1 for 1 tonight.
Looks like Norris likes to work up in the strike zone with that fastball. We've seen it 94, 95 miles an hour. Works across his body a little bit, kind of steps towards the first base dugout. Quick compact swing there from Chris Bryant.
Anthony Rizzo knocked in 2 last night, including the game tying run in the 7th. Outside for ball 1.
He's 22 years of age, 6'2", $195. I mentioned that great year he had last year where he really dominated minor league baseball. Not the case this year. Started the season with the Blue Jays, made one start. He had his first big league win in New York against the Yankees on April 9th. Struggled, was sent down to AAA. 3-10 with a 4.27 and 16 AAA starts this year. It's for Toronto's AAA affiliate in Buffalo.
Missed again, 3-0. Jorge Soler is on deck. Popped him up. Castellanos makes a catch, and that will end the inning. 2-out single, no runs, scoreless after 1.
Grab the family or a few friends and stop by QC Family Entertainment to play our state-of-the-art video games and a round of laser tag in our two-story arena. QC Family Entertainment, fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
Dynamic Power Racing Technology, the area's one-stop shop for all your street and racing needs. Better handling, routine maintenance, or more power, Dynamic Power offers a complete in-house machine shop. We offer computerized balancing, dyno testing, cylinder head repair, and machine work. From full engine rebuilds to your favorite parts and brands, at Dynamic Power, we will work with you to give you the best build for your budget. Dynamic Power Racing Technology. Track tested, customer approved.
Are you looking for high-quality furniture for your office?
When we have an office business need, I pick up the phone and call Almax.
Our selection of new and gently used office furniture gives you the best value for your dollar.
As a business owner for a lot of years, you have to look at your bottom line and where you stand. And I think that's the great part about Almax is that they can take care of the guy that's just starting his business and have good used stuff, or they can take care of the people that have been in business a while and sell them great new Han furniture.
Almax Office Furniture, 2334 4th Avenue, Moline, Illinois.
Save big during the great summer clearance event at The Great Escape with end-of-season clearance prices on all summer products. While they last, every patio set is marked down 50 to 70%. Find clearance prices on umbrellas, fire tables, grills, and more. Save up to 50% on remaining pools, all shapes and sizes. Plus, get free installation. And don't miss free installation on play sets and basketball hoops. Clearance priced, no rain checks. Only at The Great Escape.
Every day, shop The Great Escape.
QC Family Entertainment is the perfect place for your next office meeting or party. With our 3 party rooms, we can accommodate your needs while having fun bowling, playing laser tag, and games. QC Family Entertainment, fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
Welcome back. Scoreless after 1. Cup fans, if you want to manage the game along with Joe Madden, log on to WGNTV.com right now. Click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and information while you watch from home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape. Pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Everything you need to have more fun at home this summer.
Castellanos will lead it off here in the second. He had a weird night last night. 1 for 4 with a walk, 2 RBIs. The 3 outs he made were all lineouts. He's batting .329 against lefties.
Yeah, it was one of those nights. There was all kinds of hitting going on, and there was a whole lot of loud outs as well.
Here's the 1-0. Driven in the air, deep right. Soler will watch it go. That's a home run for Castellanos, and the Tigers have an early lead. The theme, for the most part, opposite field. We saw Ghost go to left in the ball game last night.
Yeah, and last night the wind was blowing out to left, not so much to right, which has been more common this year. Well, actually seems to blow in more than anything, but when it blows out, it's usually a crosswind. That'll help towards left field tonight. It looks like it's going to help anywhere.
Yep. Coughlin, an oppo shot last night for the Cubs. As McCann fouls away. Beautiful vista here with the sun reflecting off the buildings beyond the ballpark. That ball will land in front of Soler, so McCann is on. They put up 19 hits in the game last night. Most of the Cubs have given up this season.
Yeah, they really jumped Jason Hamill early, and I don't know if it's their approach always, but it's very aggressive early in counts last night. First pitch swinging. Jason, after the game, said that they were attacking me like they knew what was coming.
The Tigers lead the major leagues in batting average, 273. Well, the shortstop Iglesias 4 for 5 in the opener, and he takes a strike.
And they're a little bit better against lefties than righties, at least in terms of batting average. 277 against southpaws, and this guy's hitting 360 against left-handed pitching.
Prior to last night, Elias reporting the previous time the Tigers had a double play combination, each with 4 hits in a game. Take a guess.
Well, it's not going to be Trammell and Whitaker.
Well, yes, it was.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, 1988. I was going to say probably the most famous double play tandem in Tigers history. Did it in '88, and Frank Bowling and Harvey Keene in 1956. The other.
I wouldn't have got that tandem. That would have been Final Jeopardy, and I would have wagered everything and gotten burnt.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Of course you knew it, Alex. You always know it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Lester 4-0 over his last 5 starts. Cubs have lost 2 straight after winning 9 in a row. Back to their winning ways here tonight.
McCann not a base stealer. He doesn't look like he's inclined to mess around with John at all. Just measuring a very short lead out there. There are the numbers since the All-Star break. 5 starts, 4-0 with a 2.04, and the strikeout to walk ratio just spectacular.
Strike 3 called. No argument from Iglesias. It's out number 1. Goes past Lester, and the throw goes to second, and they get the lead man, McCann. Nicely done. They had no play at first. Actually, Lester got caught watching. Never really did get off the mound, but Rizzo with a nice feed in time to Russell at second.
Yeah, I feel like the bunt's probably going to be in play all night long here for Ghost. He doesn't hit much against lefties, but with his bunting ability and his speed, he can create some problems. Just a great play by Rizzo. McCann, assuming the play is going to be made behind him, breaks it down, stays upright. That's horrible base running.
First professional plate appearance for Daniel Norris, who apparently hit one off the right field board and broke a panel or 2 during BP yesterday.
Lives in a van. He doesn't watch TV. He hits prodigious BP home runs.
Buck Farmer last last night in his first career plate appearance, singled in the 5th inning. He drives this ball out into deep center. Fowler will not have a play on it. It's gone. Are you kidding me? A 2-run homer for Daniel Norris. And as I mentioned, this is not just his first major league plate appearance. First time ever. Minors or majors.
Wow, unbelievable. I don't believe that was because of the wind either. That was a pretty solid sound coming off his bat. And that's a good-looking swing by Norris, and he gets it off John Lester, no less.
Well, that's got to be a record for 2 guys, pitchers, to never bat even before they got here, to do that.
Yeah. Well, Norris, he's young enough that he hasn't unlearned how to hit yet from his high school days. But like last night, now the Cubs are going to have to play from behind here.
First Tiger pitcher to hit a home run in a decade. We have seen some things in this series. Davis went after a pitch in the dirt, strikes out. And that will end the inning. 2-run homer by Norris. Castellanos led off the inning with a blast. 3-0.
Storm Track8's 3-degree guarantee.
Every time we're within 3 degrees of our forecast, local charities get cash. In fact, local charities have received over $44,000 from Erickson Chevrolet Buick.
The Mississippi Valley Quilters Guild used funds from the 3-degree guarantee to create quilts for local children and charities in need.
Storm Track8's 3-degree guarantee not only helps you plan your day, thanks to our friends at Erickson Chevrolet Buick, it helps Quad City charities as well.
Every diamond is unique. Like a new relationship, it starts out raw, but after time, hard work and polishing, it becomes something to be treasured. Every diamond has a story. Let the diamond experts at Necker's Jewelers help make this one yours.
The Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy Hour just got happier. Get half-price fall shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
Old age, hail damage,
or maybe even golf ball damage.
There are many factors that can affect the life of your roof. At Old Town Roofing, we offer several solutions to your weathered roof. We do drone inspections to get a bird's eye view of your roof's condition. Old Town Roofing is the only IKO Shield Pro Plus roofing contractor within a 60-mile radius of the Quad Cities. Find us online at oldtownroofing.com. At Old Town Roofing, our service is over the top. Check us out with the Better Business Bureau. We maintain an A+ rating.
Like a diamond, the story of your love is timeless. This isn't just a diamond for her. This diamond is for generations to come. When they look down, they'll be reminded of the love story that started it all. Let us help you tell your story. Necker's Jewelers. Give to the one you love.
Time now for a speed replay brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Throwback to 1945 tonight, marking the end of World War II. And of course, these two franchises matched up in the 1945 World Series. It went the distance, and they changed things up during wartime. The first 3 games of that World Series were played in Detroit at what was then known as Briggs Stadium. The final 4 games were played here at Wrigley Field. On a hop, Castellanos will spin and get Soler for the out.
Cubs won 98 games that year under Charlie Grimm. Phil Cavarretta was the MVP of the National League. I was looking at the numbers on Baseball Reference. The team walked almost 100 more times than they struck out, and just about everybody in the everyday lineup walked more than they struck out. And today's game, just a handful of guys in all of baseball that have walked more than they strike out.
Pitch is high on Starlin Castro. Two and 0. So a few notes on the 45 series. With the big hit in Game 6, Hank Baroe received a decision in the final 3 games. Iconic names: Newhouser, Cavarretta. You see what they did, and Dizzy Trout, Steve's dad, pitched twice in that series for the Tigers. Once as a starter, once as a reliever, a win and a loss.
How'd Lenny Marullo do in the 45 World Series? Our old buddy.
It's fouled by Castro. And we'll look it up. Because you know why? Because you can look it up.
There are no unanswerable questions.
Fly ball well hit to right. But it's caught on the track by Martinez.
At the plate, number 3, the catcher, Damon Ross.
Perfect song, right? Jay-Z, Forever Young. A guy nearing the end of his major league career. Lenny Marullo went 0 for 2. Appeared in 3 games in the 45 series.
Well, that's why they lost. They didn't use Lenny enough.
0 and 2. Swings and misses. And that will end the inning. The Cubs go down in order. It's 3-0 Detroit after a couple.
Chicago baseball is sponsored in part by Corvins Insurance.
QCA Pools and Spas manufactures and distributes 3 lines of infrared saunas. But did you know our patented TheraSauna is the only sauna that can make you healthier? TheraSauna's patented stable heat system keeps the heat at a constant temperature, which allows your body to absorb more far infrared and release toxins stored inside. This process can help reduce muscle spasms, inflammation, and help with blood circulation. Stop into QCA Pools and Spas and try the patented infrared TheraSauna, or visit TheraSauna.com.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal, famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside, delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
When it comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists. With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
It's Grand Appliance and TV's huge summer savings event, where you get instant savings on some of the biggest brand names. Get 50 off Bosch dishwashers, 100 off KitchenAid, GE Profile, and GE Cafe ranges, and 100 off LG and Samsung laundry pairs. And cool off with 100 off French door refrigerators on all these high-quality brands. Grand is your stop for the area's largest selection, best service, and lowest prices. Stop in your Grand showroom in Davenport on East 53rd Street today. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home, we make it grand.
Live radar when you need it. Download the Storm Tracking Weather app today.
Monday.com. Hey, Cub fans, make sure you check out Len and JD's baseball blog at WGNTV.com. Sponsored by Jeff Vukovich, your nationwide insurance agent serving the area for 37 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. 3-0 Detroit, as Ian Kinsler will bat against John Lester, and it's great to have with us in the booth Cubs board member Todd Ricketts and the president and CEO of the National World War II Museum in New Orleans, Dr. Nick Mueller. Guys, thanks for stopping by on this very special occasion tonight.
No, thanks for having us up here.
Glad to be here.
Great uniforms commemorating the 1945 World Series. And I was doing a little research on Major League Baseball during World War II. And we had a shot earlier of the future Hall of Famer at the time, Hank Greenberg, the great first baseman for the Tigers. So in 1941, a year after he won the American League Most Valuable Player Award, he's 30 years old, and in May of that year, he gets drafted into the Army. There's a base hit for Kinsler. He's 7 for 7 in this series.
Guy's unstoppable.
He is discharged because he was over the age of 28, 30 years old at the time. Then Pearl Harbor happened on December 7th. 2 days later, on December 9th, Greenberg re-enlists in the Army and basically says, "It is doubtless," the quote was, "that my baseball career is over." So that gives you a real good idea of what the time was like in this country.
That's correct. And after Pearl Harbor, of course, changed the face of baseball for the country. Ted Williams and Yogi Berra and Johnny Pesky, Jerry Coleman, Bob Feldner, they're all these greats. I mean, they immediately joined up almost the next day. I mean, it was just 71 years ago last June, Yogi Berra was in a landing craft going ashore at Omaha Beach. Just think about that. These guys gave up their careers to get to the country. We had a conference on when baseball went to war, so it's a great sport, and there's a great importance to World War II.
Todd, can you tell us about your involvement?
Well, I've been involved with the museum down in New Orleans for about 5 years now, and really I've always been a bit of a World War II buff. And so ever since then, we've been looking for a good reason to, highlight the National World War II Museum by commemorating World War II in some way. So when I saw the Tigers on our schedule on the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II, we thought we'd come in and put on some throwback uniforms and honor some of the veterans that are here and some of the trustees of the museum who've come out tonight. And we got a perfect night for it.
Dr. Mueller, why is the museum located in New Orleans?
That's a great question. It's the most often asked question, but it's because of Andrew Jackson Higgins, who built the landing craft that Eisenhower said won World War II. We had no landing craft, believe it or not, that could take guys ashore over an open beach in 1941, and he built 20,000 craft, and Eisenhower said that they got our boys ashore in Utah, Omaha, and all over the world, the Pacific Islands, the Mediterranean, and he was a boat builder in New Orleans. And I happened to be in New Orleans also with Stephen Ambrose. We were both history professors at the University of New Orleans, and about 25 years ago we said, well, if it was good enough for Eisenhower, it's good enough for us, let's do it right here. So the rest is history.
The 3-1, Cabrera takes it for ball 4, so trouble here for John Lester in the third inning. We want to give you the name of the website, nationalww2museum.org. And certainly we encourage you to donate. And why don't you just give us the mission of the museum?
Well, really, if you go back to Stephen Ambrose, it was always about the story of the citizen soldier and about how regular people gave up their lives, set everything aside, and dedicated themselves to the war effort. And I think that it goes far beyond the guys that went overseas. And I think the appropriate part of the Tigers Cubs World Series, too, in 1945 was that President Roosevelt had coined this phrase, the arsenal of democracy. And really this corridor between Chicago and Detroit was really the heart of that industrial complex with companies like Motorola, Ford, GM. These were the companies that built the radios, the machine guns, the Jeeps, the tanks, and the airplanes. It's appropriate that we're here tonight with the Cubs Tigers playing, and really the museum, the mission of the museum is to do that, to tell that story of those people who drove that war effort.
Yeah, no, we tell the American story. It's you know, we don't say too much about our allies or the Axis powers. This is our story, and we got to get it right. Other countries have already done their own museums, and this is an epic museum for a war that changed the world. So we're very proud that we've come as far as we have. And we've got Todd with us here, and Dick Doshiswa and Bob Malott, the other Chicagoans who are on our board, have been on our board, help us coming from all over the country to help us finish this up.
Open for how long?
15 since we originally opened as the D-Day Museum, but then Congress gave us the mandate to do all of the war, Europe and the Pacific. So we're in a $300 million campaign, and about 2/3 of the way through. We're going to get there, though. We got a couple more years, and we'll be finished up here.
1-1 on J.D. Martinez. The Tigers have 2 on, with nobody out, leading 3-0. Ballpark looks ultimately similar to the way it looked in 1945, with obvious modern amenities that have been added. The one that people might not think about, Todd, are those things above the ballpark.
Yeah, that's right.
We would have been playing a matinee in 1945.
That's right, and actually it's a great part of the World War II story, and baseball, and Wrigley Field and the Cubs, is that the lights had been after Pearl Harbor. The Wrigley family actually donated the lights, and they were installed down at Navy Pier.
Oh, really?
And so Wrigley continued to go without lights until 1988. Wow. So it's a fun part of Wrigley history, and that ties into the World War II and the commemoration of the end of it tonight.
I led you right into it, and we didn't even rehearse that.
I know. You're one step ahead of me. That's how it always is.
2-2 on Martinez. Lester needs a ground ball at somebody, and it's outside, and it's 2. There was some controversy during the war, especially early on, as to whether or not Major League Baseball should continue to play, but ultimately there was plenty of support to continue, and a lot of it was about moral support, right, for not only the troops but the country.
That's right. Actually, Roosevelt wrote the commissioner and said actually that you really need to continue. This is America's game, and the people at home are going to need some diversions from the stress and the tragedy and the horrors of the war, and that he thought baseball would be a relief to the people on the home front who were working to support the guys on the battlefront. And so baseball kept going.
Bases loaded, nobody out.
I was going to say, at this moment, I'm starting to question interleague play, though.
And the Tigers have brought in the heavy lumber here in this series.
They
Castellanos, he hit a home run his first time up. And he drives this ball to deep left, and that is going to be a grand slam to make it 7-0. He's got 5 RBIs, and we're in the 3rd inning.
That's the nature of it on a night like tonight when the ball is jumping out of the ballpark. So you've already given up 1, so you get a little, or 2 actually, so you get a little tentative. Obviously, you're going to be careful with Cabrera and Martinez. They don't chase, then you're up against it with the bases loaded, and Castellanos, we mentioned earlier, his Tiger team last night and again tonight, very aggressive early. First ball swinging here, it's just a little get over breaking pitch, and he dumps it into the bleachers.
Out, and it's the catcher, James McCann. And again, the best way to donate to support the museum would be the website?
Yeah, for sure. You can go to the website, or, you know, we'd really like to encourage people to come down to New Orleans and see the museum if they can. There's a lot of great artifacts and a lot of great storytelling that goes on there, letting people know about just the story of regular Americans and their experience in World War II.
What kind of numbers to get at the museum?
There ranks as the number 4 most popular museum in the country. Right after number 1, Chicago Art Institute, number 2, the Getty Museum, and number 3, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. But that's some good company, we think, to be number 4. And it's an amazing institution that's bringing people from all over the country and all over the world. There you see them. There this film.
So a few other notes about baseball during wartime. 1941, right? Ted Williams hit 406. DiMaggio had the big hitting streak.
Yep.
You mentioned Greenberg and a pitcher, I believe, named Hugh Mulcahy were the 2 first major leaguers to be drafted that year. Over 500 major league players ended up serving during the war, including Musial, Williams, DiMaggio, and the others we mentioned. Over 4,000 minor league players also served. And I read a great article today, and I posted the website, baseballinwartime.com. There were 44 minor leagues in 1940. By the end of the war, there were just a handful that survived. About 12 survived after the war. So to say that baseball supported the war would be a huge understatement, as Rizzo came off the bag. And baseball, a big part of the story.
Yep, it really was.
Yep. Dr. Mueller, thank you for stopping by. Todd Ricketts, congratulations on a great night here. And let's hope the Cubs can make a big comeback tonight.
Yeah, I just want to say one of the things that I really like about the team this year is that we haven't seen any quit, even when we've been down by a few runs. So I feel optimistic. We got a good group of kids, and the team is definitely heading in the right direction if, you know, we're hitting a hiccup at this moment. So thanks for having us.
Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Mueller, thank you so much.
Okay, we're going to get you down to the museum.
You got it.
All right.
And again, National WW2, the letter number 2, museum.org to donate.
And you can text 1945 to 41444 as well.
There it goes, and Russell was not on the bag. He was behind it on the Ross throw. In the bullpen.
Miscommunication there with the coverage at second base. Lester has been going along really, really well.
You and I use the word irony on occasion, and it seems like it fits tonight. The narrative coming in was holding on runners, and that really has not been an issue at all. It's been keeping the ball in the ballpark.
Yeah, well, 5 home runs in the ball game last night, 3 so far here tonight.
Well, the other thing is the Cubs have to figure out a way to get Ian Kinsler out. He is 7 for 7 in this series. I mean, anybody who gets on base ahead of Cabrera and Martinez, you're asking for trouble. Popped him up, and it's Russell. Just into the out.
Tickets are still available for the upcoming 4-game series with the Braves. And as a reminder, tickets from the original June 13th rainout are good for this Monday's makeup game with Cleveland. First pitch, that game will be at 1:05. As always, visit Cubs.com for tickets and the latest updates.
They gave Iglesias a single on that ball to short, by the way, before he stole second. Norris homered in his first professional plate appearance, and he cranked a 2-run shot to the juniper bushes in center. 2-0. Thanks to Dr. Mueller and Todd Ricketts for stopping by. And find the whole story of baseball and its place during World War II to be very interesting. And the sacrifices made by a lot of people within this game. They kind of drop everything and serve their country. As Norris walks, and that might be it.
7 runs, the most John has allowed in a start this year.
So a couple of short outings. Trailing 7-0 in the third. We'll be back.
Luther Crest in Davenport offers a friendly senior apartment community with the freedom you want and the conveniences you deserve. Rent is based on income with heat and utilities included. We offer seniors affordability and comfort with spacious apartments, elevators, noon meals, and more. Many sites offer service coordinators to personally assist you. Your small pet is welcome too. Call 563-359-1075 or check us out on the web at homesmanagement.com.
The selection and savings is always worth the short drive to D&E Furniture in Sterling, where you can shop the largest furniture store in Northern Illinois. Known locally for our huge selection and great prices on famous name brands, our low-pressure and knowledgeable sales staff make you feel at home while you shop. Best of all, we keep most items in stock so you can take it home with you or schedule it for fast delivery. D&E Furniture, family-owned since 1957 in downtown Sterling.
From the essential to the helpful to just plain fun, Kitchens in North Park Mall Davenport has that special utensiler gadget to complete your culinary ensemble. Whether head chef or cooking at home, we have that special something you're looking for in our wide inventory. We have gourmet coffees to enjoy while you shop. Get a bag of your favorite flavor to take home. Kitchens has great gifts for family and friends, and that special something just for you. How did you ever get by without the gadgets from Kitchens in North Park Mall Davenport?
Hey, this Friday at 3:05, the Cubs welcome in the Braves while we celebrate the 90s. Budweiser Bleacher fans 21 and older will get a reissued neon Cubs hat in one of 2 popular colors. Fun 90s themed pop culture will be featured throughout the game, and for tickets, visit Cubs.com. There's Clayton Richard.
Veteran lefty working for the 7th time. He's made 3 starts. He's pitched to a 3.70 ERA. Last worked 5 days ago against the White Sox. Pitched 2 scoreless innings. And when he's on his game, he's a guy who gets a lot of outs on the ground.
Foul.
Fastball, slider, cutter, and a changeup. We've seen him at 94, and he likes to work 91, 92 with sinking action, but he can reach back and hump it up there 94, occasionally 95 miles an hour if he's looking for a punch out.
Toward the hole. Nice play. Russell throw to first, though, and not in time. He knew he had to hurry with Davis running. And it's a single.
Very difficult to play to make from the outfield grass with Davis going down the line. So second infield hit of the inning for the Tigers. Hitting it over the wall. They're finding the holes. Definitely enjoying their 2 days here in Chicago.
Here's Kinsler. 7 for 7. With a sacrifice fly in the series. High drive. And the Cubs will finally retire Kinsler. Well, they got him on the sac fly last night, but that doesn't count as an at-bat. 7-0.
When looking for food and fun, stop by Frankie's at QC Family Entertainment. You can take a seat at the bar or grab a table and enjoy delicious food from sandwiches, pizzas, appetizers, and more. QC Family Entertainment. Fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road to Moline.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite. Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton.
Save big during the Great Summer Clearance Event at The Great Escape with end-of-season clearance prices on all summer products. While they last, every patio set is marked down 50 to 70%. Find clearance prices on umbrellas, fire tables, grills, and more. Save up to 50% on remaining pools, all shapes and sizes. Plus, get free installation. And don't miss free installation on play sets and basketball hoops. Clearance priced, no rain checks. Only at The Great Escape.
Every day, shop The Great Escape.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. A full-service dealership offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
When looking for fun, come to QC Family Entertainment. We offer 32 lanes of cosmic bowling from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. QC Family Entertainment. Fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Still proved the hard way. This Bud's for you. And stay tuned for the 7th inning stretch brought to you by Budweiser because the Victory Bells will be singing the stretch tonight. Red, white, and blue. You get it?
Richard will lead off. So John Lester never did get an at-bat tonight. Just couldn't beat the throw. Kinsler gets him. These uniforms make you look slower. And that baggy look.
Yeah, it's not a sleek look. It's not a speed-inducing look. Pretty slick play by Kinsler. Knows he has a little time.
comes Russell. 2 hits last night, including his first career triple. Daniel Norris, pitcher to ever hit a home run. Bounced that one in front of the plate, and it's 2-2.
I uttered the same words last night. The good news is there's a lot of time left and the wind is blowing out.
I guess that is the old baseball adage. If you're going to get down big, do it early. It gives you more time to come back. Yeah, and a little bit of gallows humor, I guess.
And it hasn't been a real tight bullpen for the Tigers either. So put some pressure on the kid here. Get to him a little bit. Get into that pen. The challenge is trying to stop this Tiger team from scoring the way they're swinging the bats.
Russell strikes out. This Sunday, the Cubs will battle the Braves at 1:20, and the first 5,000 kids will get a Cubs toy airplane presented by American Airlines. Then at the end of the game, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger with special wristbands will be allowed on the field to run the bases, weather permitting. For more information, visit Cubs.com.
Joe Madden, John Maley, you just want to make sure your hitters stay engaged. Down 7 runs, you don't want them to just go up there and start flailing away. I mentioned Norris, one of 3 left-handed pitching prospects that came to the Tigers in the price deal. He's got the highest upside. Blue Jay organization had a lot of depth in terms of pitching, and so they were willing to trade away some of it.
Deep right. Martinez has no play. It's in the basket. It's a home run, and the Cubs are on the board on Dexter Fowler's opposite field shot. 7-1.
Got to start somewhere. Fowler goes oppo. It's number 13 for Dexter. Good swing. Better result.
Third time he's homered from the right side. 13th time overall. Schwarber. Looks at ball 1.
Cam trying to back Norris off a little bit. Overthrew that last breaking ball. You become a very good pitching prospect by having good stuff. Velocity, good action on the breaking pitch, and you become a good big league pitcher when you harness that stuff and learn how to pitch with it. And that's the challenge for a guy like Norris. He's got plus stuff. That's why all those Baseball America and all those other publications rated him so highly, and now the question is, when is he going to be able to put it all together? So far tonight, he's been really good. As I mentioned in the bottom half of the first, he was not having a banner year at AAA. You read some of the same articles I did about Norris, talking about his approach to life. Out there kind of guy, and the Blue Jays apparently expressed some concerns, and he's like, I don't expect him to understand it, but he wasn't going to yield. He's not going to change who I am.
I think a big part of it is Schwarber walks is the word routine. And we are in a game that is so routine oriented, and when you find a guy like Norris who really goes completely against that, I can see how there could be some pushback.
Well, there's such a herd mentality in baseball too.
Speaking of that, Joe Madden is instituting American Legion Week, and I believe it starts tomorrow. And the idea is that the Cubs are not going to hit, they're not going to take infield, they're going to pull back a little bit on some of the extra pregame work and be more of the show up and play mindset. And this is by design here as we near the end of August. He wants guys to spend more time away from the ballpark, not more time here.
Yeah, keep the mind fresh and just break out of that routine. I mean, he already has done a really good job of it, kind of instituting that. This team takes BP less frequently than any team I've ever been around.
Chris Bryant, towering fly ball to left. Davis is back. He's on the warning track. It's gone. Two-run homer for Chris Bryant, and it's 7-3. Get the ball in the air tonight.
Yeah, with his strength and the way that wind is blowing, he figured they had to leave the ballpark. But as Davis neared the wall, it looked like maybe he was going to have a chance to make a play on this ball. He did not. It's home run number 17 for Chris Bryant. And, yeah, pressure applied to the young left-hander. Home run, walk, home run. Cubs within striking distance. All coming with 2 outs.
Yeah, that is a basket home run. No question about it. Boy, you hit that so high. Number 17. All but 3 have been hit here. Strike to Rizzo. One and one. August 19th, a couple of anniversaries. The 50th of Jim Maloney's 10-inning no-hitter for the Cincinnati Reds here at Wrigley Field. Reds beating the Cubs 1-0 that afternoon. It's a tough loss for Larry Jackson, who in 10 innings gave up 1 run on 9 hits. And 1 run was a home run. 4 years later, also here at Wrigley Field, 46 years ago today, Ken Holtzman in a Cubs 3-0 win that took 2 hours to complete. No hit the Atlanta Braves. Famous or infamous or whatever you want to put it. Hank Aaron blast. Billy Williams and everybody Jack Brickhouse thought was gone. Wynn knocked it down. Billy made the catch. That ball's booted by Kinsler. And the door has opened to keep the inning alive.
clanked it.
Here's Soler, 0 for 5 in the series. Just outside. Looked like it might be a laugher here about 10 minutes ago, but I don't think Daniel Norris is too comfortable right now. He's given up a couple of homers, Fowler and Bryant. And he's facing Soler with a man on. We're only in the 3rd inning.
We're on pace for a 30-run ball game.
Swing and a miss. So he does eventually get out of it. 2 chains with We Own It. Chris Bryant's walk-up music. Fowler to the basket and right. Bryant to the basket and left. 7-3 after 3.
Chicago Baseball is sponsored in part by Estradal Mortuary.
Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your source for quality electronics and home appliances. Lindstrom's brand source has now added Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. Serta is now on display in our new bed salon at Lindstrom's. Choose from Serta iSeries, iComfort, or Serta Perfect Sleeper beds. Our knowledgeable experts at Lindstrom's are here to help you get a better night's sleep. Find value with Serta mattresses at Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your brand source headquarters.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal, the taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals, the garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
Download the new Steak and Shake Rewards app. Earn rewards every time you use it from Steak and Shake.
QCA Pools and Spas manufactures and distributes 3 lines of infrared saunas. But did you know our patented TheraSauna is the only sauna that can make you healthier? TheraSauna's patented stable heat system keeps the heat at a constant temperature, which allows your body to absorb more far infrared and release toxins stored inside. This process can help reduce muscle spasms, inflammation, and help with blood circulation. Stop into QCA Pools and Spas and try the patented infrared TheraSauna or visit therasauna.com.
Edgewater on 3rd and Davenport offers a friendly senior apartment community with the freedom you want and the conveniences you deserve. Rent is based on income with heat and utilities included. We offer seniors affordability and comfort with spacious apartments, elevators, noon meals, and more. Many sites offer service coordinators to personally assist you. Your small pet is welcome too. Call 563-359-1075 or check us out on the web at homesmanagement.com.
See which candidate thinks like you. Take the candidate quiz at WQAD.com.
Let's check out the Cubs' forward upcoming schedule. This long stint here in the city of Chicago will come to an end Monday, but 2 more opponents coming in. The Atlanta Braves for 4 starting tomorrow night. Makeup game against the Indians on Monday afternoon. Ford, America's best-selling brand, inviting you to go further in our fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your Ford store or at localfordstores.com. 1-0 to Cabrera from Richard is a strike. Home runs. Fowler and then Bryant, 2-run shot. The Cubs within 4.
So mission number 1 accomplished. Put some runs on the board and get back into it now. We'll string some zeros here.
Yeah, you're right. You made the best point. One thing to put up an 8 or 9 spot tonight is the Cubs will try to do offensively, but you got to slow down this Tiger offense. 17 runs already in the series in 12 innings of work.
Richard made a pretty good 2-1 pitch there, just didn't get the call down and away. And Cabrera motioning out to Richards. I'm just waiting for the conversation between Ross and the umpire to stop. Rossi lobbying for Richard on that 2-1 offering. I think Cabrera wanted Clayton to know that it wasn't. He wasn't holding up the proceedings. He was just waiting for the conversation to end, and it might not end for a while. Tony Randazzo, the home plate umpire. Talk a lot about pitchers having mound presence.
Tweet us your selfies. Hashtag WGN Cubs.
Cabrera has batter's box presence.
It's toward the middle. Russell will get him.
This looks like he's going to hit it hard every time he's up. That time he did not. So Richard battled, made a pitch, got a ground ball.
Martinez fouls.
Pirates lead the Diamondbacks 3-zip, bottom of the 8th in Pittsburgh. 6 scoreless from Jay Happ tonight for the Pirates.
It's like the Giants have now taken the lead. They were down 2-0 early at St. Louis. Now lead 3-2 in the 7th. That looks like the Dexter Fowler home run ball. It was in an area that is difficult to reach for the fans in right. Those tough to reach places. Sounds like an ad for a toothbrush.
Well, it's an ad for something, and I can't think of what it is.
Castro makes the play.
What are you playing? I got a Titleist and a Bridgestone. And now they're fishing out Chris's home run ball.
Castellanos, huge night already. 2 homers, including a grand slam. He's knocked in 5. And he's 3 for 3. Nick Castellanos has had a night.
It's a good pitch. Sinker down below the knees. Instead of trying to pull it, he goes the other way.
Hey, we want to send out hearty congratulations, Ryan and Katie McDonough. Birth of their child, Riley Lisa. And grandparents, John and Karen McDonough. Hope everybody's doing well. Also this week, my great friend Dutchie Carey celebrating a birthday. And she will have a street dedicated in her honor tomorrow downtown. Honorary Duchy Carey Way. Well deserved. Back by McCann. So James McCann's home runs. First of his career inside the park shot in Minnesota in April. The second game-ending homer against Houston on May 21st. His third, a game-ending homer to beat the White Sox. A couple after that. Not so dramatic, but he's picked his spots well. Strikes out this time, and Richard works a scoreless fourth. 7-3 Detroit.
In 1959, our family opened the first Riddles Jewelry store.
Since then, we've grown across the Midwest. Each Riddles location offers an in-house design and repair center.
And we make many of our own jewelry designs for factory direct savings.
Thank you, America!
Thank you, America,
for making Riddles Jewelry your #1 jeweler.
For the ultimate jewelry experience, visit the new Riddles Jewelry store in the Coral Ridge Mall. Save up to 40% and register to win jewelry giveaways during Riddles' Grand Opening Spectacular.
When your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
I recommend Hanford Insurance in Geneseo, selling nationwide. I see firsthand the inferior parts some insurance companies want to put on your car when it gets wrecked.
We make sure you get all new factory parts on your car with the OEM endorsement.
If you want your car fixed with the parts that were made for it,
call Hanford Insurance. And
when your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct. You'll love the reaction. Give it your all for a piece of the action. Getting involved in the moment is magic.
Hey, Cub fans, show your Cubs pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card, only available at your local Wintrust Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. 7-3. The Cubs try to inch their way back into this game. Ando en la Versace by Omega. Catchy tune for Starlin Castro as he bats. Cardinals have tied the Giants 3-3, bottom of the 7th in St. Louis. As we keep an eye on the other big games involving the Cubs. Does Starlin Castro have his socks on backwards?
Yeah. Those 2-and-1s. They're kind of they're not stirrups.
Tricky. Usually the bigger arches on the back.
Those almost
look
look
fine.
They almost look neutral.
Yeah. Back to Norris. It looks like Norris is a pretty good athlete. Fields his position well. He can hit.
Yeah, his dad owns a bike shop, and his grandfather owned it before his dad did. So he's big into biking and surfing. And based on the way he swings the bat, yeah, it looks like he's very athletic.
Aggressive swing by David Ross for strike one.
Yeah, he's throwing plenty of pitches up in the strike zone. You know, up like that obviously is tough to get to, but when he drops it down the mid-side of the belt area, you can do some damage there. It looks to me like he's trying to overpower the ball, which is understandable for a young guy.
One, two. Greg Bird, B-I-R-D. On first base for the Yankees today, knocked in all 4 of their runs. A couple of 2-out, 2-run homers in a 4-3 win over Minnesota. Ross strikes out. 6 for Norris.
Join Joe Madden and Cub players ringside after the game on September 2nd for an unforgettable night of amateur boxing, great food, and giving back to Chicago's youth. Located at the Ravenswood Events Center, Madden's main event will feature local youth boxers at various skill levels, as well as a special main event bout. Tickets and details, visit CubsCharities.com.
I don't know how much attention you paid to Nathan Eovaldi's season, but he's 13-2 for the Yankees, and he hit 100 miles an hour a few times today in his start. He's 8-0 since June 20th.
I watched a little bit of that ball game. I saw the Bird home runs that you referenced. He's filling in for Mark Teixeira at first base.
I'm sure you've noticed that we haven't referenced it. That is a large Old English D on that Detroit cap from 1945. I like it.
It seems like if your last name started with D, you would want to have a hat like that.
Cubs have the wishbone C on their 45 caps. Bounced to Castellanos. The Cubs go down in order in the 4th. 7-3 Detroit.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite. Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton.
You'll love living with your Lincoln MKC from Streeter. The perfect luxury car. Great for the grocery store with its hands-free tailgate, taking Fido to the vet. So much room. Safety too, with blind spot alerts and automatic braking. Your Lincoln MKC even has a push-button transmission. Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln MKC from Streeter. Test drive it today at Streeter Lincoln of the Quad Cities, 520 West Kimberly Road, Davenport.
Save big during the Great Summer Clearance Event at The Great Escape with end-of-season clearance prices on all summer products. While they last, every patio set is marked down 50 to 70%. Find clearance prices on umbrellas, fire tables, grills, and more. Save up to 50% on remaining pools, all shapes and sizes. Plus, get free installation. And don't miss free installation on play sets and basketball hoops. Clearance priced, no rain checks. Only at The Great Escape.
Every day, shop The Great Escape.
Peterson Plumbing will clean any home's drain for just $99.99. That's up to 1.5 hours of service. $99.99.
But I like that drain cleaner with the jingle.
The one who charges $200 to $300?
Yeah, that one.
Mom, the drain's backed up again.
$99?
$99.99.
That would be less.
And Peterson has a 6-month written warranty.
Do they have a jingle?
Peterson Plumbing and Heating.
time for the 5th inning, brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank. Hello, eyes up here. Hello. There you go. 7-3 Tigers.
You guys working on the Sudoku or something?
In the stock market. Iglesias, Gose, and Norris.
Iglesias with a 4-hit night last night. Infield hit and 2 tries here tonight.
All-star this season for the first time.
Yeah, he's an intriguing player. Good actions out there at short.
Missed all of last season. Lateral tibia stress fractures. Does not sound fun, and he just was thrown out by Russell on a bang-bang play at first. He got down the line in a hurry.
And Brad Ausmus's taking a little time to look this one over, and we'll see what you see at home. Appeared to be out.
Talking with Brad Ausmus about that weird McCann play last night. He said around 1998. I'm not sure who they were playing. Ray Durham, or the White Sox. Runner at third, pitch in the dirt. He's catching. Ball goes straight up in the air, and he loses it. No idea where it is. Eventually, Durham scores. And Jerry Davis, who's working the game tonight at third base, was behind the plate, pulls it out, the ball out of his front pocket of his shirt.
He's like Doug Henning.
Right. It was the same that we saw in the 9th inning last night. The ball, Ausmus having a ball caught in his paraphernalia, but it was caught in the home plate umpire's clothing, and that was the one base call. And he said the issue he had with the call last night was that he believes that rule is designed to essentially protect the defense. In other words, if a ball gets caught in your chest protector or something and you can't get the ball out, then the runners just can't circle the bases.
Right. And in the case of the Jerry Davis play he's referencing, nobody knew where the ball was. Last night the ball popped up under the catcher's mask under his chin, and he just reached in and pulled it out. So.
Right. Just missed the outside. Richard wanted it. And the other thing about this play is Bruce Rondon was pitching at the time, and the run didn't matter. It had no bearing on the Cubs' chances in that 9th inning. Rondon was really upset. The Cubs were hoping that maybe it would rattle him enough to the point where he'd make a mistake as Gose strikes out. Unfortunately, he did not.
Oh, yeah, he had an awful lot of room to work with, and that was the key because he was not particularly sharp. He throws really hard. I think we got him at 100 miles an hour once.
Norris has homered and walked. This time quickly strikes out. Still 7-3.
Chicago baseball is sponsored in part by Estradal Mortuary.
We love to shop at Grandma Deb's Artwork store in LeClaire. There are so many cool handmade things here. We always find cool gifts here. Everyone is so nice and helpful. And when we're done, we go up the hill to Aunt Mandy's for fresh food at the Crane and Pelican.
I think my mom likes everything on the menu.
And my favorite part is dessert.
Artwork and the Crane and Pelican in LeClaire. One great visit, 2 great destinations.
When it comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists, With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
Give it your all for a piece of the action. Getting involved in the moment is magic.
Wow, where did you get those nails? They're beautiful, and they look very expensive.
Not at all, and best of all, they do hold up to the beating they take.
You must tell me, who did your nails?
The Hair Society, of course.
The Hair Society, where society meets.
Get ready for the 18th Annual Quad Cities Marathon, presented by Triumph Community Bank, Sunday, September 27th, brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Bottom of the fifth, Tigers 7, Cubs 3. Cub fans, don't miss your chance to catch the best matchups in baseball. Reserve your place in line for history in the making. Join the season ticket holder waiting list. It's easy, free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list.
Daniel Norris with a 7-3 lead. Curve strike on Addison Russell. Final game of the season series. Detroit winners of 2 of the first 3. These 2 franchises, going in the Wayback Machine as we did earlier, have met up 4 different times in the World Series. Each team has won twice. Cubs 07-08, Detroit in 35 and 45. Shortstop Iglesias gets rid of it quickly. Not any wasted movement there. Southwest Airlines, how far did it fly? Dexter Fowler to the opposite way, 377 feet.
Biscuit in the basket.
Well, 1984, it looked like these 2 franchises were headed for another meeting in the World Series. Detroit got off to that 35-5 start. Cubs had that magical season. We actually have a couple of guys from those 2 teams in the ballpark on our level tonight. Rick Sutcliffe on national television, and Jack Morris. In the Tiger television booth, there's a base hit to left.
A nice roll Dexter's been on lately. Just keeps on keeping on. Morris has to get through this 5th inning to qualify for a win. Sometimes that can be a little bit of a psychological barrier for a young pitcher. The more important barrier is the middle of the Cubs order. It's coming up to hit here. Blue Jays and Phillies are playing. Well, they played tonight. That's a World Series rematch. Mets are playing the Orioles. A World Series rematch.
Swing and a miss. So Jack Morris never got to pitch in his ballpark. He did pitch a no-hitter in Chicago on April 7th, 1984. That was at Old Comiskey Park.
Madden has been impressed by Schwarber's approach against left-handed pitching, so he said he's going to get plenty of playing time against southpaws as well.
Lays off the breaker. 1-1.
So far, coming into this ballgame, 235 against left-handed pitching with a couple of home runs, 3 doubles, so there's some slugging numbers there. What's going on?
Notice the velocity on that curve was at 70. We had been seeing it at 74.
Looks like he's coming out of this game.
Yeah. Well, he was hit 95 on the first pitch of the inning. I don't know if it's related at all to an arm issue or what.
He's not coming out of the game. I saw Osmus talking to Randazzo, and I thought I saw Tony pull out his lineup card as if he were going to write in the changes.
Yeah,
clearly something's barking. It looks like an oblique, maybe. And he puts his hand on that right hip. Yeah, he's done. A tough break for the kid, and it's been a magical night. A chance to win a game here at Wrigley Field. His first ever start here. He had a home run in his first ever professional at bat.
So the new pitcher will have as much time as he needs to get loose.
Chevy has great deals this summer. Which works the best with?
We hope you'll join us for WQAD News 8 at 10. And tonight, reconnecting on the dance floor. Why more parents head to the ballroom when kids head back to school.
And on a mission to honor the fallen, the Navy vets swimming the Mighty Miss.
And what a cool night is going to be. I'll tell you how long you need to keep that AC off. So make that switch right now to WQAD News 8 at 10.
Are you looking for high-quality furniture for your office?
When we have an office business need, I pick up the phone and call All Makes.
Our selection of new and gently used office furniture gives you the best value for your dollar.
As a business owner for a lot of years, you have to look at your bottom line and where you stand. And I think that's the great part about All Makes is that they can take care of the guy that's just starting his business and have good used stuff, or they can take care of the people that have been in business a while and sell them great new Han furniture.
All Makes Office Furniture, 2334 4th Avenue, Moline, Illinois.
Mayberry Deputy here. I understand there's a growing problem in the region. Ugly bathrooms, out-of-date and unsafe tubs and showers. Well, let me tell you folks, Bath Fitter will nip it in the bud. They've been doing safe, beautiful tubs and showers for 30 years with a lifetime warranty. And they use a unique one-piece acrylic, easy-to-clean wall system. But with Bath Fitter doing your bath, well, you can spend more time on Myers Lake fishing. Give them a call.
That's Hardy. I saw him jogging out of the bullpen. I thought he's not going to pitch in this game. He threw 38 pitches last night. And now it's Tom Gorzolani, the other lefty, coming out of the pen. The lefty, a veteran, will work next for the Tigers. Mazda conviction, creativity, courage. This is the Mazda way.
Again, he'll whatever he needs. Norris left due to some sort of injury. It appeared to be a side issue. Well, famous last words yesterday. Ruben Amaro Jr. said Chase Utley is likely to finish the year as a Philly. Cue the Dodger cap.
for 2 minor leaguers, pending physicals, but they expect to get that done in the next 24 hours or so. So Utley has agreed to a complete no-trade provision in his contract, so he's from Southern California, a chance to go back there, play at Dodger Stadium, and play alongside his old teammate Jimmy Rollins. Dodgers clearly in go-for-it mode.
Hey, hey. No, that's actually, that would be holy cow. It's not Matt Forte, but he's wearing his jersey.
Also pitched in the ball game last night, but nowhere near as much as Hardy did. He only threw 8 pitches. Tigers made a roster move today. Called up another pitcher. Verhagen. Verhagen up from AAA Toledo.
Did you struggle in this spot? You got 40,000 people waiting and you're warming up on the...
I don't believe I ever did it.
Mound? Really?
I ever did it. I don't think so. Maybe once. It might have been a game in Atlanta a long time ago where Bob Nepper got hurt and I came in behind him. Yeah, it's I think for a younger guy, it's tougher. That's why a lot of times you'll see a pitching coach or manager will hang out there, kind of be a little mound buddy for that pitcher as he warms up. Some companionship.
Before we continue, I'd like to pass along condolences to the family of Bob Lindell. He passed away last week following a long battle with brain cancer. He was an ardent Cubs fan from suburban Chicago. Thoughts and prayers to his wife Lisa and their 2 young children. Fowler at first, 1 out and a 1-1 count on Schwarber. Side. Zolani went to Marist High School. Born in Evergreen Park. Went to Triton College, University of Kansas. Pitched for the Cubs. Part of 2009. And then in 2010, 29 appearances, 23 were starts. Three and 1. Check on Fowler.
Garzalani started with the Pirates in 05. His career reminiscent of Zach Duke, who's now pitching for the White Sox. Both had success as starting pitchers early in their career with the Pirates and morphed into bullpen guys.
He walked him. The Southwest Airlines, how far did it fly on the Chris Bryant home run? 2-run shot in the 3rd inning, 351 feet. The basket in left.
Not as high as it was far. Towering home run. Well, 2 much to ask to do it again.
Cardinals have grabbed a 4-3 lead over the Giants in the bottom of the 8th.
Well, this at-bat here for Bryant, very similar to the at-bat Kyle Schwarber had in the ballgame last night, where he's got the platoon advantage. Brad Ausmus's hands are tied here. Rizzo's on deck. His other lefty, Hardy, threw a lot of pitches last night. We're only in the 5th inning.
It's a strike.
So he's trusting Gorzelani against Bryant here. Gorzelani has not given up a lot of home runs this year. 3 total, only 1 to a right-handed batter. But righties are hitting .355 against him.
Yadier Molina with a go-ahead leadoff homer off Hunter Strickland in the bottom of the 8th. Dropped by McCann, runners hold.
Second big home run Molina's hit in that series. He only got a handful for the year. Bryant with a line drive single first time up. So 2 out of 2 single home run.
On the way. Blocked by McCann. Single by Fowler. After a couple of pitches to Kyle Schwarber, the starter Norris left due to an injury. Now it's Gorzelani. Couldn't get him to bite. 3-2. Here it comes. They're loaded up, and the tying run will come to the plate.
Well, Chris will expand his zone from time to time, but when he does, it's usually an elevated fastball or pitch that at least has the illusion of a strike. That one pretty easy to read out of Gorzelani's hand. Bryant accepts his walk, bases loaded.
It's Jeff Jones, the pitching coach. Hey, Clark, the official team mascot of the Chicago Cubs, can be part of your next gathering. From charity events and wedding receptions to birthday parties and grand openings, Clark wants to be a part of it. Email him directly, clark@cubs.com, or visit cubs.com/kids for more information.
Anthony with a game-tying single in the ball game last night, knotted it up 6-6, and the Tigers had a 3-run seventh. Ultimately won 10-8. Big chance here for Anthony. 3 out of 8 in his career against Gorsalani. One of those 3, a home run.
Strike 1 on Rizzo. A big pull shift against him. With the lefty on the mound and the base is full. Anthony with an OPS of over 1,000 against lefties. And he chased one there. 1-2.
Like he's just cheating, playing a hunch. Thought maybe he'd get an inside fastball, and rarely do you see him go after a pitch that bad.
Spot in this game. The Cubs recently were down 7-0. They picked up 3 on a couple of home runs in the 3rd. And now they have the tying run at the plate, and we're only in the 5th. 2-2 is line foul. Way out front.
He's so quick. So he's got 2 strikes. He's already been fooled by the breaking ball. It's understandable that Gorsalani and McCann would think they'd be able to get in on him with the fastball. And Gorsalani turned one loose at 94 miles an hour. But Anthony just so quick. Turned on it like he was looking for it.
Up and caught by Kinsler. Gorsalani will not get a chance to face Soler. Looks like it'll be Albuquerque. We got the win last night for Detroit. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 5th inning. We'll be right back.
Mom's here, get ready.
Hey, looks great in here, guys.
Thanks, honey. Remember, this is just between you and I.
Enjoy your free time. Do what matters most. From everyday surface cleaning to deep cleaning, Dustbusters does it all. Dustbusters is bonded, insured, honest, thorough, and dependable. We strive for the best at Dustbusters Cleaning Services. Whether residential or commercial, call us for a free estimate or find us online at dustbusterscs.com. Who you gonna call?
It's the biggest sale of the year at Lebeda Mattress Factory. It's our huge summer clearance. Pillow tops, latex foam, memory foam beds, even futon. Get special summer clearance prices on nearly everything in the store. Flippable two-sided queen sets start at $298. Or get an incredible price on a very special Lebeda mattress set. The Augusta Pillow Top, soft and supported with cooling gel and memory foam. Now only $477. Get free local delivery or a free bed frame. Don't miss the biggest sale of the year. Summer clearance at Lebeda Mattress Factory.
Generally, when you hire on here, it's every 2 weeks you're home.
I've made more in the last year and a half at Tennant than I had with any other company that I have been with.
When you got a good group like we have here, from the mechanics to the dispatchers and everybody else that works in this system, safety and everything else, I wouldn't work for anybody but Tennant.
Tennant Truck Lines now hiring. Call 309-946-3230.
Great to see Arlington Park Chairman Dick Duchessois here tonight, throwing out a first pitch. He's a veteran of World War II. Great weekend for everyone at Arlington. Local favorite, the Pizza Man, won the Arlington Million.
He really delivered.
Here's Al Albuquerque, got the win as we mentioned last night. What if Al were short for Albuquerque?
Let's pretend it is.
Okay.
And not research it any further. We'll just run with it. A third of an inning last night to pick up that win. He's made 7 pitches. He's been on a nice roll here lately for Brad Osmus's group.
Yes, he was owed one more warm-up toss.
One run allowed in his last 15 outings. Of course, we're not so much concerned with the runs he allows, but those inherited runners. Basically a 2-pitch pitcher, fastball, slider, and he'll throw the slider more than the heater. So he started George with, and I suspect Soler will see a lot of spin from Albuquerque. Show me fastball. Didn't really want to throw that one in the zone.
Game in Pittsburgh has gone final. Jay Happ got the win as the Pirates bested the Diamondbacks 4-1. 2-1 on Soler.
Let him off the hook. Tough thing for any hitter, especially a guy without a lot of experience, to stay calm in moments like these and force the pitcher into the strike zone. So badly wants to do some damage.
Right field line. Just out of play.
It was a rather bold offering right there from Albuquerque. A challenge fastball after Soler showed a willingness to chase that slider off the plate. Been scouting Soler, and you're going to say, be careful with the heater. He can hit the fastball, and he struggles with breaking pitches off the outside part and down.
Well, for posterity, if nothing else, Alberto Jose Albuquerque. As his real name is Soler pops it up.
Had a pitch.
Kinsler has this one. Opportunity missed. Still 7-3.
The candidates know the road to the White House begins here in Iowa.
We're going to go out to every little village, hamlet, town, city in Iowa, all 99 counties, and try to win votes one at a time.
So as they swing through the Quad Cities, WQAD News 8 pledges to cut through the rhetoric and the slogans
Ask them the questions you want answered and fact check what they say. Hard work, determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Every diamond is unique. Like a new relationship, it starts out raw. But after time, hard work and polishing, it becomes something to be treasured. Every diamond has a story. Let the diamond experts at Necker's Jewelers help make this one yours.
Goods Furniture, 3 blocks, 12 multi-level buildings full of furniture at prices to fit every budget. Handcrafted quality furniture at everyday low prices. Take some time to visit the shops at Market Square, where you'll find unique gifts, clothing, wine, and so much more. Relax over a glass of wine and enjoy lunch or a snack at the Wine Cellar restaurant. You can even spend the night at our bed and breakfast. Experience the good life for yourself at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal, the taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals, the garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
Download the new Steak and Shake Rewards app. Earn rewards every time you use it from Steak and Shake.
Like a diamond, the story of your love is timeless. This isn't just a diamond for her. This diamond is for generations to come. When they look down, they'll be reminded of the love story that started it all. Let us help you tell your story. Necker's Jewelers. Give to the one you love.
Text Subway to 97999 right now for your chance to win 6 meals from the Simple 6 menu at Subway. Subway, eat fresh. Message and data rates may apply. Top of the order for Detroit. 4th time through. Although 2nd time around facing reliever Clayton Richard.
And Clayton's done a nice job. 2 1/3 scoreless so far. John Lester tonight, 2 2/3, allowed 7 hits, 7 runs, all earned, walked 3, struck out 4. John saw his ERA jump from 3.21 to 3.58. Hey, there's the Rockford Peaches making their way through the crowd.
I believe those are the 7th inning stretch singers. High fly, deep right. Soler back, it's gone. A home run, Rajay Davis. Their 4th of the night. And 7th of the series for Detroit.
I've been a little mystified about this Tiger team. They lead the American League in batting average. They're near the top of the league in on base and slugging, but they're middle of the packish in terms of runs scored. But well, they're swinging it here. These 2 ball games, that might not be the case for a while. Jeepa.
8-3. Kinsler takes a strike. It's over in St. Louis. Cardinals 4, Giants 3, a final. So Pirates winning. Cardinals winning. Giants losing. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kinsler in a huge slump, 0 for his last 2.
Hey, this Saturday, the Cubs play the Braves. First pitch is at 3:05. First 10,000 fans at the ballpark will receive a John Lester debut bobblehead presented by Las Vegas. For tickets, visit Cubs.com.
According to Tony Paul of the Detroit News, last night Miguel Cabrera spotted a Tiger fan near the first base dugout with a sign on which it said, "Fire Ausmus." Cabrera bartered for the sign, gave the fan a ball in return as he deposits one into right. Cabrera took the sign. I assume he destroyed it in support of his manager. The exact same fan 3 years ago had a sign at U.S. Cellular Field that said "Fire Leland." And Cabrera playfully stole that sign before laughing and giving it back. So
Yeah, I'm not sure he destroyed it, though. I wouldn't be surprised if he hung it in the clubhouse. We're talking about the gallows humor that there is in this game.
He had a playful weekend with Jose Altuve in Houston. You see that? They were Altuve would reach and one guy would pull on the jersey of the other guy. Martinez with a single, 3 hits in the inning. You cannot say Miguel Cabrera doesn't have fun at the ballpark.
No, and he may remind some older folks, like people my age, of Willie Stargell. Pops, that was all. He was always out there goofing around, having fun, playing tic-tac-toe out at first base.
Castellanos line shot for an out. Every out he's made in the series, and he's made 4 of them, have been rockets.
Talk about being locked in. Home run, double, and a bullet to right. How's this guy only hitting 237, right? We see somebody over a short period of time, you look at the numbers and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, as fun as a baseball fan as it is to watch Miguel Cabrera hit and Mike Trout do everything, I think Cub fans are happy those guys are in the other league.
Yeah, you can watch the highlights on TV.
Two balls, no strikes to McCann. Cubs bullpen quiet. Another ball struck well. Soler is back and a little leap in the grab, and that will end the inning. Davis led off the frame with a home run. 8-3 Tigers.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership, offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
Give it your all for a piece of the action. Getting involved in the moment is magic.
Save big during the Great Summer Clearance event at The Great Escape with end-of-season clearance prices on all summer products. While they last, every patio set is marked down 50 to 70%. Find clearance prices on umbrellas, fire tables, grills, and more. Save up to 50% on remaining pools, all shapes and sizes. Plus, get free installation. And don't miss free installation on play sets and basketball hoops. Clearance priced, no rain checks. Only at The Great Escape.
Every day, shop The Great Escape.
In the Old West, things were settled the old-fashioned way. A duel, just one-on-one. At Montana Jack's, we believe it should be that way again. Just you and our soon-to-be famous USDA prime meat steaks. Grilled to perfection, served along with our salad bar and potato, just the way you like it. It's time for a showdown. Montana Jack's, 5400 27th Street, Moline.
$1,000 bonus.
Time for tonight's Honda game summary. Huge offense in this series for Detroit. They've hit 7 out of the ballpark, 31 hits, 18 runs so far. Tonight, Castellanos 3 hits, 2 homers, 5 knocked in. Multiple hit night for Fowler. And with Bryant each with a home run. Honda Dream Garage Sales Event now at your Honda dealer. Albuquerque continues. We got Soler with the bases loaded to end the threat in the 5th. Ball 1 on Starlin Castro. Padres edge the Braves 3-2 in San Diego. It was a matinee and a fair ball into the left field corner. As Castro will make his way into second. So the Braves will come to Wrigley for 4 games starting tomorrow night after getting swept in 3 in San Diego.
Braves are now 21-43 on the road. It's brutal.
I think they've lost like 18 of 20 on the road, something like that.
The 6 starts in a positive fashion for the Cubs. Leadoff double by Castro.
Chris Coughlin. David Ross. Might we see Kyle Schwarber catch?
Well, Montero's on deck.
Oh, Montero on deck. Well, that would explain it. I guess the answer is no. I suppose I should look at the on-deck hitter before I theorize. 0-2.
Kyle was out early today. Cubs didn't take BP. But Kyle was down with Mike Borzella working on his receiving skills this afternoon.
Driven deep right center, and it will one-hop the wall. Castro will trot home. Coughlin around second on his way to third. Throw there. Not in time. A triple.
Had the play in front of him, decided it was worth it, and he made it. And boy, he doesn't believe in singles, does he? Everything he's hitting lately is meant for extra bases. Boom. Check out that swing. I don't see many triples in the middle of this ballpark. Most of them are in the corners. A risky play with nobody out, but he made it. Now, great opportunity to put a crooked number on the board here in the home 6th.
Sure, there's some people sitting at home just about ready to give up on this game. And then they get pulled back in. Cubs put up 3 in the 3rd. Double triple to start the 6th. Here's the slide. That is a long slide by Coughlin. Way high, 2-0.
Nobody up in the Tiger pen.
Yeah, in terms of the pitching in this series with the rain last night and the short starts tonight, for these two managers and pitching coaches, it probably feels like we've played 30 innings. Just trying to figure out how to cover all these outs.
Yeah, and trying to identify those breaking points in a game where a game could flip, and you want to make sure you have the advantage in those situations. But when your starters come out so early in the game, you can't cover all those situations, not night after night. Not without risking burning guys out.
3-1. Russell on deck.
Albuquerque has not been sharp in this outing. He got Soler last inning to leave the bases loaded, but his command was not particularly good.
Ball 4.
Jeff Jones needs walkout music. We could have done the whole Beatles White Album.
Russell will bat, 2 on, nobody out, no run in.
Shortstop, number 22, Addison Russell.
Walk up Wednesday. That's Vampire, Tribal Seed.
So far tonight, I'm 0 on the walk-up music in terms of identifying the song or the artist. Complete whiff.
Don't worry, Sister Golden Hair is listed somewhere here.
We got to wait to play the Reds so we can get Todd Frazier with Sinatra.
1-1.
Make a big noise here, Addy. Oh, good pitch.
Slider, 1-2.
His command has been spotty, but when he locates that slider, he could be awfully tough. Sneak attack with a comeback 94-mile-an-hour heater that had just been off that outside corner.
I used the word relentless recently during the winning streak regarding this offense lately. That is going to be 2. Not ideal. You do get a run out of it. But you're looking for a crooked number here this inning. Russell will not. I guess they do get a crooked number. 2 runs so far, but trying to get more. Russell will not get an RBI on the 6-4-3. So 2 outs, bases cleared.
As he pulled off that fastball last night, he hit a pitch out away from him, drilled it to center field for that triple. This time, I think he's trying to lift that one, pulled off it a little bit.
He's frustrated. Here's Fowler. 8-5 now. Swing and a miss. These are meaningless predictions. Absolutely no idea what's going to happen the rest of the way, but I'll say it anyway. I think it's first to double digits tonight.
Double digits?
Somebody will hit 10 runs tonight. Yeah.
If I were a betting man, I would say yes.
And drive. Ghosts will backpedal and make the catch. Inning over. We go to the 7th. 8-5 Detroit.
You can get 0%. When looking for fun, come to QC Family Entertainment. We offer 32 lanes of cosmic bowling from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. QC Family Entertainment. Fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
Goods Furniture, 3 blocks, 12 multi-level buildings full of furniture at prices to fit every budget. Handcrafted quality furniture at everyday low prices. Take some time to visit the shops at Market Square, where you'll find unique gifts, clothing, wine, and so much more. Relax over a glass of wine and enjoy lunch or a snack at the Wine Cellar restaurant. You can even spend the night at our bed and breakfast. Experience the good life for yourself at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
When it comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists. With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
These days I always have the same thoughts turning around and around, and I wanna know if I could be anything that would help you stand taller, and I wanna know if this could be real.
Discover a diamond that is uniquely you during the bridal sale at Riddle's Jewelry.
Grab the family or a few friends and stop by QC Family Entertainment to play our state-of-the-art video games and a round of laser tag in our 2-story arena. QC Family Entertainment, fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
Let's check out our WGN Cubs fan cam. By Ray Pila. Castro moves over to his natural position, shortstop. Coughlin playing second. Montero catching and Jason Mott pitching to Jose Iglesias. There's Coughlin. RBI triple off the bench for him. High strike right at the belt.
Jason 7-1, 377 ERA.
Floated into short right, base hit.
Please.
6 hits in the series for Iglesias.
Infield single and then that blooper. Hit the ball hard last night. He's been a little fortunate here this evening. Good work by Clayton Richard. Slowed the Tigers down. 3 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Didn't walk anybody. Struck out 4.
Norris left this game. Daniel Norris with a sprained right oblique. Late swing, line shot into the seats.
So if you're into factoids, here's one for you. John Lester allowing 3 home runs tonight. It's the 3rd consecutive game in which a Cubs starting pitcher has allowed 3 home runs. First time that has happened since 1956. Aaron on Sunday, Jason Hamley yesterday, and John here tonight.
Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tyler Collins is on deck.
Have to take the way of the bunt here on Ghost. Even with a strike, when you get to 2, you can back off a little bit.
Clark, the Tigers third base coach and a former Cub, giving the signs. Omar Vizquel at first.
You know what they have in common?
Tell me.
They both won Gold Gloves. Clark is a boxer.
Golden Glove. Yeah.
Vizquel is a shortstop.
Good call. ...24 years in the big leagues for Omar Vizquel.
One hopper at second base would work.
Line drive the other way. And the Tigers are in business.
That works for the Tigers, not so much for the Cubs. Cubs sneak back, score a couple. Tigers answer.
Everybody in their starting lineup with at least one hit, including the pitcher Norris, who homered. Collins, who played left last night, announced. He went 1 for 4 with an RBI.
Really tough to improve your batting average a whole lot in a short period of time this time of the year because you've had so many at bats. But some of these Tiger hitters, they're jumping that batting average 8-10 points here in 2 days.
Bunted toward third. Mott will pick it up. Only plays first, and he gets Collins. Second and third, one away.
Based on the body language, it looked like Jason was thinking about taking a look at third. Then he peeked a little bit at second. But on a ball like that, you almost have to just know you have no chance at either of the lead runners. You have to make sure you get an out. This is a nice bunt. He starts to open up the hips like he's thinking about taking a shot at second, and then steams that throw across to first.
Cubs will bring in their infield against Davis. Struck out first 2 times, infield hit, then a home run. Fastball strike.
The victory bells are in the house.
They are. They will conduct the stretch.
They look like the Rockford Peaches.
Davis held. Toby Basner made the call at first. Short night for John Lester. 2 2/3, 7 hits, 7 runs. As JD mentioned, he gave up 3 homers. Clayton Richard gave up 1, bases loaded, as Davis gets hit on a fastball. And on purpose, you saw Mott's reaction. Back of the elbow. Chris Bosio out to the mound. Ian Kinsler has made outs his last 2 times up, but he has 7 hits in the series.
The bullpen had been on a really nice roll. A little shaky here of late. Pedro Strop last night was charged with 3 runs, but I thought he threw the ball really well. He, maybe one mistake. He did a couple of bunt singles to get the 3-run rally started for the Tigers last night. Kind of ironic the way the ball has been jumping out of here. And that was a big part of it last night.
Three on, 1 away. Pitch to Kinsler. In the air, left center. Iglesias tagging. Throw's going to go toward third. And it's a sacrifice fly for Kinsler to make it 9-5 Detroit. Ghost tagged as well. Fowler's throw went toward third, and when that happened, Ghost decided to stop. He didn't want to get thrown out before the run scored. Remember when that happened in Houston? It was the Cubs against the Astros. I think it was under Lou Piniella. He wasn't real happy.
No, I've seen it happen a couple of times.
He got thrown out at third, negating a potential run. Cabrera lines one into center. Ghost is going to try to score, and he will. And I think he ran through a stop sign. Ten to 5.
This man is a hit machine. I talked about his presence in the batter's box earlier. And I think because the ball was so sharp, we had Dave Clark throwing up a stop sign there, but it's one of the 2 outs. You would expect Ghost to score on just about any base hit to the outfield.
Clark was sending him and then put up a late stop sign, and Ghost blew right past it. You only get a ticket in this game for running through a red light if they throw you out. One and 0 on Martinez. Detroit won 10-8 last night and leading 10-5 tonight. To keep their faint playoff hopes alive. Only 4.5 out of the second wild card, but behind a lot of teams.
Dangerous pitch there, elevated fastball. Well, it didn't take long for your double-digit run score to come true.
Sadly, that is true. So those are the updated standings. Angels looking for their 3rd straight win over the White Sox to start that series.
Rangers hanging around in that AL wildcard race. Derek Holland scheduled to pitch today for the 2nd time all year. Rangers beat the Mariners 7-2 behind Derek Holland.
Orioles a 5-4 winner over the Mets. Walk-off fashion. Swing and a miss to end the inning. Time now for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Budweiser.
Tonight's guest conductors for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, the Victory Bells.
All right, Cubs fans, let us hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root for the Cubbies. If
Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
Hey, baseball fans, keep your...
Chicago baseball is sponsored in part by Estradal Mortuary.
Seminary Village, where neighbors are friends and life is carefree, simply the finest.
Seminary Estates in Galesburg is the premier independent living facility in the Galesburg area. Enjoy spacious apartments, beautiful dining rooms, and your own housekeeper with linen service. Feel young again by visiting your favorite restaurants and enjoy life on one of our many outings. Come visit Seminary Estates in Galesburg and see for yourself why we are keeping seniors young.
The Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price fall shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
Save big during the great summer clearance event at The Great Escape with end-of-season clearance prices on all summer products. While they last, every patio set is marked down 50 to 70%. Find clearance prices on umbrellas, fire tables, grills, and more. Save up to 50% on remaining pools, all shapes and sizes. Plus, get free installation. And don't miss free installation on play sets and basketball hoops. Clearance priced, no rain checks. Only at The Great Escape.
Every day, shop The Great Escape.
Peel Motors in Princeton and Geneseo. Simply unbeatable deals on new Chevys, new Cadillacs, new Buicks, and new GMCs. Peel Motors, Princeton and Geneseo. We're worth the trip.
Yeah. That one off Drew Verhagen. Greeted rather rudely.
First pitch that Verhagen throws. Schwarber jumps all over for his 10th home run. He's got no problem getting that ball in the air. He has
strike.
Kyle Schwarber does among hitters with at least 125 plate appearances. The 6th best at-bat to home run ratio in Major League Baseball.
First home run allowed by Verhagen as Collins stays in and plays left. This is the 3rd career appearance for Verhagen. Ripped to left. Foul by a foot or so.
Southwest Airlines, how far did it fly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. How about 405 feet, the distance of that home run off the bat of Kyle Schwarber? 405. If you had 405 and how far did it fly pool, you're a winner. So just to give you an idea of what Schwarber's doing here, the gentleman with better at-bat to home run ratios than Schwarber in the big leagues this year, Giancarlo Stanton, Chris Davis, Mark Teixeira, Nelson Cruz, and Bryce Harper.
Broken bat roller into right for Chris Bryant. That is his 3rd hit and his 4th reach. So let's see, Rizzo 23, Bryant has 17, Coghlan 14, Fowler 13, Montero 11, Schwarber now has 10. 6 Cubs in double digits. You'd have to think Russell and Soler will have a good chance to get there, as Russell has 7, Soler has 6.
In a year in which his ballpark has not played hitter friendly.
1-1.
Tough situation for this young right-hander. He made one big league appearance last year. It was a start. He pitched once out of the bullpen earlier this year with the Tigers. Starting pitcher down in AAA. Good changeup. Well, check that. He's been working out of the pen at AAA this year. He'd been a starter in prior years. Pretty much exclusively a starter.
From Texas to Navarro College and Vanderbilt. .66 .230. Here's a 2-2, and that moved Rizzo's feet. It's full, 3-2. On the ground, Kinsler quickly. Everybody's safe. In his haste to maybe get 2, he didn't get any.
Having a heck of a series with the bat, but this is his second error tonight. He was having a very nice year defensively. And like the last one, just I think he closed his glove a little too early. Just trying to be a little too fancy there in a hurry, trying to do the catch flip thing. Comes up empty.
Comes Brad Ausmus. This is not going to be a pitching change as lefty Hardy's just playing catch.
I think that's Boyd they've got up.
Or is that Boyd?
To get the starter, yeah. Playing fantasy baseball? If you are, MLB.TV serves up real-time highlights and pitch tracking on your out-of-market fantasy players live or on demand on over 400 devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Get MLB.TV today. So kind of an all-hands-on-deck approach here for Brad Ausmus. Boyd, who has been in the rotation, getting ready in the pen.
Two on, nobody out. A run in the Schwarber leadoff blast. And the pitch to Jorge Soler misses inside. And the curve.
A tough night for Soler so far. Ground out, punch out. Infield pop with the bases loaded last time.
2-0. On the edge. Just caught it. Should be 2. It is. Big double play for Verhagen. 6-4-3. Bryant's now at third, but there are 2 outs.
Yeah, second one of those they have turned tonight, and both helping to spike a rally. Ironically, the Cubs have grounded into fewer double plays than anybody in baseball, and the Tigers have grounded into the most.
Castro takes a strike.
That's a tough night for Soler. Cause you to lose sleep after a night like tonight.
Ground ball, be surrounded by Iglesias, off balance, out at first. Hang on a second. As Brandon Hyde wants Joe Madden to take a look at it, so they're telling the Tigers hang on before you head off the field. And we'll get a look at it. And there won't be a challenge because he was out. Kyle Schwarber led off the bottom of the 7th with a home run. It's now 10-6 Detroit.
Old age, hail damage,
or maybe even golf ball damage.
There are many factors that can affect the life of your roof. At Old Town Roofing, we offer several solutions to your weathered roof. We do drone inspections to get a bird's eye view of your roof's condition. Old Town Roofing is the only IKO Shield Pro Plus roofing contractor within a 60-mile radius of the Quad Cities. Find us online at oldtownroofing.com. At Old Town Roofing, our service is over the top. Check us out with the Better Business Bureau. We maintain an A+ rating.
It's Grand Appliance and TV's huge summer savings event, where you get instant savings on some of the biggest brand names. Get 50 off Bosch dishwashers, 100 off KitchenAid, GE Profile, and GE Cafe ranges, and 100 off LG and Samsung laundry pairs. And cool off with 100 off French door refrigerators on all these high-quality brands. Grand is your stop for the area's largest selection, best service, and lowest prices. Stop in your Grand showroom in Davenport on East 53rd Street today. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home, we make it grand.
Observe.
Analyze.
Deduce.
You look a bit tired.
You look a bit evil. Attack. Who the hell are you? The Night Watch.
Wow, I really enjoyed that.
This September, we've got crime solving covered.
Sooner or later, I lock you up.
Weeknights on WGN America and Saturday prime time on MyTV 8-3.
How do we proceed now? With extreme caution.
Kyle Schwarber with yet another home run. He's got 10 already. Jonathan Herrera comes in. He plays short. Third shortstop for the Cubs tonight. Russell, Castro, Herrera. New pitcher is James Russell. Castellanos takes a curveball off the plate inside.
James working for the 45th time. He's pitched to a 3.34 ERA. Normally you're most concerned with Cabrera, JD Martinez, perhaps Ian Kinsler, but Castellanos has been absolutely locked in this series. Tonight, 2 home runs, a double. And a line drive to right last time up.
Line drive to left. Fair. Fair ball. And he's on his way to second. What a night for Castellanos. Homer, grand slam, double, line out, double. Remember a night Mark Kotze had with Atlanta against the Cubs, maybe it's 7-8 years ago, he hit for the cycle. And I remember saying if he had 12 at-bats, I think he'd go 12 for 12. Yeah. Castellanos has had that kind of night, and he's done. He's out. That's it.
Osmus opting for defense here in the late innings, so he's going to run with Romine. Castellanos and a number of these Tiger hitters are going to be weeping when they leave Wrigley Field tonight. They're not going to want to leave.
Backs McCann off the plate.
It would be tough to convince the Tiger hitters that this ballpark has not been hitter friendly this year.
One and one.
.35 hits for the Tigers in these two games. Braves come to town tomorrow for a 4-game series. Tomorrow night, Jake Arrieta will pitch for the Cubs. Mike Foltynewicz for Atlanta.
We'll have Sunday's game here on WGN. Matt Whistler and Jason Hamill. 1 o'clock for the leadoff man.
Foltynewicz, then Shelby Miller. He flirted with a no-no last time out. Williams Perez will pitch the Saturday game. Not familiar with him. And then Whistler. Arrieta, Hendricks, Heron, Hamill for the Cubs. Speaking of Braves named Perez, I believe this is the anniversary. I think I read this today of Pascual Perez driving around Atlanta trying to find the ballpark, got stuck on the loop. Couldn't find the exit to the stadium.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out here in the Tiger 8th.
Trying to think who the pitcher was. I heard a story years ago. It was a young kid with the Yankees, and he was, I think, the starting pitcher on this particular day, and he was stuck in traffic getting to the ballpark, and he was getting a ride from his wife or somebody, and he heard the anthem playing, so he got out of the car and sprinted into the ballpark.
Stolen base for Romine.
It was Old Timers Day, so it was way before the actual start of the game.
You can see how that would induce panic.
Oh, God. Infield has to come in here.
Yeah, the Tigers just have not let up on the gas pedal in this one. 3 in the second. A grand slam by Castellanos in the third. They added a run in the 6th, 2 more in the 7th, threatening again in the 8th. And I think Brad Ausmus would say the reason is we have to. The Cubs have had lots of chances. Two and two. And he got him. Big strikeout for Russell. 2 outs. Here comes Gose.
A good execution here by Russell. He's not known as a strikeout pitcher. Took advantage of Iglesias' desire to drive that run in, bounce that curveball, and got him to chase.
Bryant way in at third, even with 2 outs. Gose always with the potential to lay down a bunt for a hit. 1 ball, no strikes.
That pitch by Russell, a great example of what Joe Madden was talking to us about earlier today, about when you need a strikeout, you got to have the willingness to bounce it way out of the zone.
Scores. Gose is going to try for 3, and he will reach. Solaire's throw got by the first cutoff man, Coghlan. I thought if Chris had been able to make that play, they had a shot at Gose. Past him, really no chance. So a 2-out RBI triple to make it 11-6.
Yeah, I think the smart play for Gose is to drop anchor here at second base. The really good play for Gose is driving in yet another run for the Tigers. We'll see if Chris is able to keep the tag on if Gose hops up off the base.
Cubs will not challenge.
He's playing a game of Twister there. That relay situation, if the first guy doesn't get a clean throw, either chest high or an easy hop to contend with, he's going to let it go and let the second guy handle it.
Poke to left, fair. Gose is in. Collins to second, throw there, safe. Quick tag by Coghlan. Good throw by Schwarber, but tardy. Twelve to 6.
The Tigers were up 7-0 before the Cubs started scoring. It's like this game is bound and determined to end up with a football score. Schwarber has displayed a pretty strong arm out there in left field.
Bring up switch hitting Victor Martinez in the pitcher spot. Last night he came on as a pinch hitter, was intentionally walked, and then was lifted for a pinch runner. Well, the Tigers playing in this series like the 4-time defending American League Central champs, even though odds are they're not going to make the playoffs this year.
Even if this is not the year for the Tigers, there's reason to believe that it's not going to be a big rebuild for them. They've got a lot of talented players already here at the big league level. I guess the question is how quickly these young pitchers come. Guys like Norris and Boyd. And how much does Justin Verlander have left? Apparently in his last start he was really good.
Two on the veteran Victor Martinez. Phillies beat the Blue Jays 7-4 tonight. Mark Burley took the loss. Adam Morgan got the win.
You know that popular phrase, what have you done for me lately? Sometimes it doesn't matter what you've done for someone lately. Pedro Florimon, game-winning hit for the Pirates last night.
Right.
Designated for assignment today.
How about that? Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the contribution, son.
Lead the Reds 4-3, top of the 6th. Had some rain there earlier. That's why they're behind us, even though they were supposed to start earlier. Ryan Braun passed Robin Yount on the all-time Brewers home run list, hit number 252 in an 8-7 win over Miami. Chris Davis hit 2. That's deep. Schwarber will have to play the carom diagonally off that well. It's a double for Martinez. Collins is in. It's a 3-run 8th inning. 3 straight 2-out run-scoring extra base hits. And a 3rd out proving to be elusive here with no action in the bullpen.
Yeah, tough night for Russell, and sometimes you just got to eat it.
Kinsler lines out, inning over. They add 3 to their lead. It's 13-6.
I'm Greg Majeski from Majeski Motors in Sterling. When we opened in 2005, we wanted to give customers something different, like new vehicles without the new price. The majority of our inventory are low mileage, one-owner vehicles with factory warranty. If you don't see what you're looking for, we find vehicles every year for smart buyers just like you. So the next time you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, stop by Majeski Motors in Sterling, where you save thousands off new and all are backed by Carfax. We invite you to stop in today. Majeski Motors in Sterling.
When your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
I recommend Hanford Insurance in Geneseo, selling nationwide. I see firsthand the inferior parts some insurance companies want to put on your car when it gets wrecked.
We make sure you get all new factory parts on your car with the OEM endorsement.
If you want your car fixed with the parts that were made for it,
call Hanford Insurance. And
when your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
In the Old West, things were settled the old-fashioned way. A duel, just one-on-one. At Montana Jack's, we believe it should be that way again. Just you and our soon-to-be famous USDA prime meat steaks. Grilled to perfection, served along with our salad bar and potato, just the way you like it. It's time for a showdown. Montana Jack's, 5400 27th Street, Moline.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, this may be the most important phone call you'll ever make.
I owed $50,000 in taxes. But listen.
Your tax problem is settled. You only owe $8,400.
What a great message.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, then you owe it to yourself to call this number. Let our experts help guide you through the process of negotiating a tax settlement. Call this number or go to tax10000.com.
Tigers lead by a touchdown. Andrew Romine stays in the ball game to play third base. He pinch ran for Castellanos. And then another one of these young left-handers that the Tigers acquired from the Blue Jays in the David Price deal will pitch. Matt Boyd, 1-3, 750 the ERA. He was the starting pitcher Sunday in Houston, got knocked around. And so overall, the number's not good for him. 5 games, a 7.50 ERA. All 5 of those appearances coming as a starting pitcher. So this is probably a throw day for him, and then he probably said, all right, here's the deal. We got a short bullpen. Might need you. Stay ready. Lo and behold, here he is.
Facing Chris Coughlin. So Cubs winning 9 in a row and staring at what would be their 3rd consecutive loss. Swing and a miss.
Breaking ball. Yeah, with last night's loss, back-to-back losses for the first time since they were swept by Philadelphia. That was July 24, 5 and 6.
Snapped their 8-game home winning streak last night. A loss tonight would put the Cubs at 8-10 against the American League this year. But it's not as if the Cubs weren't going to have another 3 or 4 game losing streak the rest of the way, and that's where when you bank those wins during the big stretch of 15 out of 16. Give yourself a little cushion.
Yeah, and that's why we always preach in baseball, don't get too high, don't get too low, because when you get on a roll like the Cubs were and you win 15 out of 16, and then if you do lose 3 or 4 in a row, it can be really deflating, and that's up to that guy right there and the coaching staff and the veteran guys to make sure there isn't a big letdown if you lose 2 or 3 in a row after a great streak. Funny when you watch a team play that well for so long, though, you get that feeling like, man, they're never going to lose again. Right. Or if they do, it'll be a little like the Sale game. You know, they're going to run into a red-hot pitcher and he's going to shut them down, but then they'll go on and Pick right up where they left off.
2-2 from Boyd is popped foul out of play. The Tigers with back-to-back games of 19 hits. This is the 4th time, according to their Twitter account, since 1914 they've done that. And the first time since a doubleheader in St. Louis in 1935. That would have been the Browns. Well, getting back to National League play, I guess the Cubs had a streak going that'll continue, right? These 3 losses coming versus the American League.
Good spin right there. Good spin. So this kid at Double-A this year was 6-1 with a 1.10 ERA in 12 starts. It was Double-A for the Blue Jays. And then the Blue Jays Triple-A club 3-1 with a 2.77. Made 1 appearance with the Tigers Triple-A club and then was called to the big leagues.
Chopper Kinsler, who's already made 2 errors, makes this play to get Coghlan. 1 out, Montero coming up. Lefty to lefty. Here's the 0-1. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. And has blown straight out pretty much all night. And has died down a little bit. Has definitely been an offensive environment. Should be easy for Ghosts. He goes and gets it. 2 outs. Jonathan Herrera will get his first shot. Switch hitter batting righty.
What's his walk-up song?
I don't have my list, but it was that one.
Build a graphic down there.
Hey, a couple of Cubs minor league notes. Congrats to the Eugene Emeralds. Sunday, just a few days ago against Everett, a combined no-hitter. It was the Emeralds' first no-no since 1968. First strike. The Southern League, that's the Double-A league with Tennessee. Brian Williams, right-hander, pitcher of the week. He's had a really good first full pro season. 12-3 with a 198. 10th round pick from last year. So that's the good news. The bad news is it looks like outfielder Billy McKinney is done for the season. He's got a hairline fracture in his right knee. Hit 300 in 106 games between Myrtle Beach and Tennessee.
McKinney, good hitting prospect, came over from the A's in the Samardzija Hamel deal with Addison Russell last summer.
One-two pitch. It's 2-2. You see Maikel Franco could be done for the year. He's got a tiny fracture in his left wrist. Fine rookie third baseman of the Phillies.
I had not seen that.
Deep left field. Back on it is Collins at the track. It's off the wall. He's got to chase it down. And Herrera will stop at second. He's not going to take any chances down big with 2 outs.
I know Herrera is not a power guy, but he torched that one. I don't know how that stayed in the ballpark. I guess because he hit it into the well area. But, man, the way the ball's been carrying tonight, I mean, he jumped all over this one. I think he thought he got it.
Pitching change in the 8th. We'll be back.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal, the taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals, the garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
Download the new Steak and Shake Rewards app. Earn rewards every time you use it from Steak and Shake.
We love to shop at Grandma Deb's Artsworks store in LeClaire. There are so many cool handmade things here. We always find cool gifts here. Everyone is so nice and helpful. And when we're done, we go up the hill to Aunt Mandy's for fresh food at the Crane and Pelican.
I think my mom likes everything on the menu.
And my favorite part is dessert.
Artswork and the Crane and Pelican in LeClaire. One great visit, 2 great destinations.
Nothing ruins your day like a clogged drain or sewer. Well, fix it with a phone call.
Peterson Plumbing, how may I help you?
Peterson's courteous text will make that bad day go away. Peterson will clean any home's drain for just $99.99. That's up to 1.5 hour service on any drain, $99.99. And only Peterson offers a 6-month written warranty. Clogged drains? Fix it with a phone call to Peterson.
From our family to yours, Peterson Plumbing and Heating.
Natale Feliz is on, right-hander, 2 outs, 8th inning.
Those are his numbers combined in his time with the Rangers this year and then with the Tigers. Really struggled since joining Detroit. 11.91 ERA, 13 appearances in a Tiger uniform.
All-Star 2010, 40 saves that year. Natale Feliz, 6'3", 225. Still only 27 years old. He was the first rookie to record 40 saves. 2010. Strike called on Fowler. American League Rookie of the Year that season. 2010. Fly ball out of the left center, and it's going to drop and one hop the wall. Herrera scores. It's a double for Fowler as Collins and Ghost chat about it. Boy, Collins went after that ball kind of looking like Ghost was going to catch it. And it looked to me like Collins was the one guy who had the best shot. At any rate, 13-7.
Should have been a relatively easy play for Collins. He quit on this ball early. Didn't have a good read on it at all. You can tell by the angle where he was and where the ball ended up. A bad read and a break for the Cubs and Fowler. It's ironic the Tigers have played a sloppy game. That was a misplay. 2 errors by Kinsler. They've been able to cover it up with all this hitting.
So that run will be charged to Boyd. Yeah, you said it earlier. This game seems destined to end in a football score of some kind. It was 7-0 before the Cubs got their first run. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Results have not been there for Feliz, but the velocity sure is in terms of radar gun readings now versus in his glory days, if you will, with the Rangers a few years back when he was getting all those saves.
That would be a huge development for the Tigers going into next year. Somebody with his type of resume could grab that 9th inning role. 2-2. And you see 96 and you go, wow, that's intriguing. And then you think, yeah, every team's got about 4 guys who can do that.
Yeah, it used to be every, there was a few in the league. Now it seems like there's at least 1 on every team, and usually 2 or 3.
Toward right, diving stop. Cabrera from his knees. He gets him 3-1 to end the inning. Miguel Cabrera with a great defensive play. That saved a run. And the Cubs are finished in the 8th. They get 1. It's 13-7.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal, famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside, delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured, so head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
You'll love living with your Lincoln MKC from Streeter. The perfect luxury car. Great for the grocery store with its hands-free tailgate, taking Fido to the vet. So much room. Safety too, with blind spot alerts and automatic braking. Your Lincoln MKC even has a push-button transmission. Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln MKC from Streeter. Test drive it today at Streeter Lincoln of the Quad Cities, 520 West Kimberly Road, Davenport.
It's Grand Appliance and TV's huge summer savings event where you get instant savings on some of the biggest brand names. Get 50 off Bosch dishwashers, 100 off KitchenAid, GE Profile, and GE Cafe ranges, and 100 off LG and Samsung laundry pairs. And cool off with 100 off French door refrigerators on all these high-quality brands. Grand is your stop for the area's largest selection, best service, and lowest prices. Stop in your Grand showroom in Davenport on East 53rd Street today. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home, we make it grand.
Chicago. All right, I got one for you.
All right.
As we get into the ninth, 13-7 Detroit. I have another example of why the 5-inning requirement for a starting pitcher to get a win should be waived. Because tonight, I can make no case for any of their relievers to win this game. None.
Yeah.
There isn't one.
And if the kid doesn't get hurt,
I mean, who do you give it to right now?
Well, let me look. let me do some deep research here.
You give it to a third baseman. Cabrera, line shot in the left. That is their 20th hit of the game. And it's a season high allowed by the Cubs, topping only last night. His third straight hit.
You know, you and I both saw Albert Pujols when he was at his best. I'm not sure it's as good as this guy.
I think
he makes it look so easy.
He's as good a right-handed hitter as we've seen in a long time. Joe Madden, Ron Kuma, we were chatting in Joe's office the other day, made the Edgar Martinez comparison. Similar. One 1-0 on J.D. Martinez. Yeah, so Norris went 4 1/3. He can't get the win. He allowed 3 runs. Tom Gorzolani got 1 out.
Yeah, walked 2.
Albuquerque gave up 2 runs in an inning and a third. Verhagen gave up a run in an inning. Boyd gave up a run, got 2 outs. I suppose if Feliz finishes and doesn't give up anything, he's probably going to get the win.
I guess somebody's got to get it.
Chris Denorfia is going to pitch possibly if Russell hits a pitch count that's a bit unpalatable for his manager. One of the arguments against taking away the 5-inning requirement is you're asking an official scorer occasionally to make these subjective decisions. You know, if you get rid of the 5-inning thing, then what are the parameters? Well, I got to tell you, Bob Rosenberg has a very difficult decision tonight with the 5-inning rule.
Yeah, if nothing else, give the
way up in the air, deep to left. Schwarber can't get it. It's a home run. J.D. Martinez, 2-run blast. 15-7. Yikes.
I'm having flashbacks because this reminds me of a couple of those Tiger teams that I pitched against back in the mid-90s.
The Deere, Tettleton,
Fielder, and all those guys, yeah. Trammell, Travis Fryman.
And Cavilla. Yep.
Extra base hits of their 21 hits have gone for extra bases. Forgive my redundancy. Well, at least maybe we'll get to see Chris Denorfia pitch. It's not Ryan Dempster warming up in the pen.
I'll say it. We've probably got 800,000 tweets this year. Can you say that Chris Denorfia looks like Ryan Dempster? And I have generally not said it, but I'll say it tonight if he pitches.
Especially if he does that shaky glove thing. So anyway, maybe if nothing else, change the rule so that if a guy gets injured, he could still qualify for the win even if he doesn't go 5. Sure. See, I think Rosie should make history tonight. And when he fills out his official card, he should give the win to Norris.
1-2 to Romine.
Just go completely rogue.
Could give it to Jack Morris.
Give it to Jack.
Denorfia gets the final couple of outs at the top of the ninth, and then the Cubs pull off a miracle, and he gets the win. As Russell throws out Romine. Up foul over near first and off the dugout. Fowler's got it. Here comes the manager, and he wants Chris Denorfia.
Well, 45 pitches for Russell here tonight. Clayton Richard threw 50 pitches. So heading into tomorrow's ball game, you're only going to have one lefty available.
Denorfia getting in there quickly before Joe changes his mind.
Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your source for quality electronics and home appliances. Lindstrom's brand source has now added Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. Serta is now on display in our new bed salon at Lindstrom's. Choose from Serta iSeries, iComfort, or Serta Perfect Sleeper beds. Our knowledgeable experts at Lindstrom's are here to help you get a better night's sleep. Find value with Serta mattresses at Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your brand source headquarters.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside. Delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
So Billy Chappell takes in the atmosphere here at Wrigley Field. His career on the brink. Will this be the final performance? Here's Denorfia.
Go, man. Don't stop.
He was ready to go about 2 minutes ago.
And as David Ross will attest, this could be a little nerve-wracking, even for a veteran guy who's been around a long time. All of a sudden you throw him out there on the mound, doing something completely different. Just enough to get it there. 53. Below hitting speed.
Ground ball, second base. Denorfia. ERA of 0, matching David Ross. 15-7.
The man who turned building halfway houses into rebuilding the lives of people struggling with addiction. The man who turned tragedy into a musical legacy for Quad City kids. Or the activist who unites diverse neighborhoods. One person can make a difference in our community. That's why WQAD News 8 and Genesis are proud to be part of the Jefferson Awards for Public Service. If you know someone determined to make a positive impact, nominate them at WQAD.com. The Jefferson Awards are proudly sponsored by Genesis.
Chicago baseball is sponsored in part by Corvins Insurance.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style Chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite. Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton.
When your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
I recommend Hanford Insurance in Geneseo, selling nationwide. I see firsthand the inferior parts some insurance companies want to put on your car when it gets wrecked. We make sure you get all new factory parts on your car with the OEM endorsement. If you want your car fixed with the parts that were made for it, call Hanford Insurance. And
when your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
From the essential to the helpful to just plain fun, Kitchens in North Park Mall, Davenport has that special utensilar gadget to complete your culinary ensemble. Whether head chef or cooking at home, we have that special something you're looking for in our wide inventory. We have gourmet coffees to enjoy while you shop. Get a bag of your favorite flavor to take home. Kitchens has great gifts for family and friends, and that special something just for you. How did you ever get by without the gadgets from Kitchens in North Park Mall, Davenport?
The Quad Cities Marathon, Sunday, September 27th.
Well, there it is, Cub fans. Your leaders in ERA on the team. Right?
Yeah.
Ross, Arrieta, and Denorfia.
Oh, Jake's got a way to go to catch up to the other two.
So if Neftali Feliz has a clean bottom of the ninth, relatively speaking, he's going to get the win. Fouled off by Bryant. 15-7. Well, Denorfia was pitching below hitting speed. You can have a little success doing that. It's almost jarring for a major league hitter. Right center, diving attempt, good effort by Ghost, can't get it. Bryant on his way to third. He's got a stand-up triple. That's a 4-hit night for Chris Bryant. Single homer, walk, single double, triple rather.
You know, lost in this lopsided score is the fact that a number of Cub hitters have had very good games. It's the kind of game the narrative will be, it was an ugly game, it was sloppy. Well, the Cubs have not played a sloppy game. They just pitched poorly, and the Tigers have bashed the baseball. But the Cubs have played a clean game in the field and swung the bats well. I mean, they've had some opportunities where they could have gotten more, but it's hard to quibble with a lineup that puts a 7 spot on the board.
Yeah, the offense not the problem tonight, and they've had chances to get more than what they do have. On Rizzo. Popped him up. I don't think Bryant's going to tag.
One guy who did not have a good night is Anthony. Nothing for 5. Had a chance to salvage something with that RBI opportunity, stare him in the face.
Feliz may be doing the math here. If I give up 1, can I still get a win? The only Tiger pitcher, aside from Feliz at the moment, to not give up a run was Gorzolani, but he got 1 out and he walked 2. That'll get the run in as Ghost goes back to the warning track and he makes the catch right up against the ivy. Sack fly for Soler. Bryant is in 15-8. And while this doesn't look like a football score, I guess with the point after changes in the NFL, we might see a 15-8 game this year.
Yeah, maybe a safety. I mean, it would have really messed up your squares for the Super Bowl if you had 5 and 8. You had no chance of winning. You never know. The pitcher of the game for either side was Clayton Richard. 3 1/3, 1 run allowed.
Honorable mention to Chris Denorfia.
Yeah, Denorfia was a solid 1/3 of an inning.
I think it's raining, by the way, very lightly. Unless I'm seeing things.
No, I'm with you. It is raining a little bit.
Okay. Two and two.
David Ross hit a home run last time he pitched, didn't he?
Yes. I think. I'm going to go with yes.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. And the ball game is over. The Tigers come in and sweep the Cubs 10-8 and 15-8. And we'll be back to Wrigley Field in a moment.
Old age, hail damage,
Or maybe even golf ball damage.
there are many factors that can affect the life of your roof. At Old Town Roofing, we offer several solutions to your weathered roof. We do drone inspections to get a bird's eye view of your roof's condition. Old Town Roofing is the only IKO Shield Pro Plus roofing contractor within a 60-mile radius of the Quad Cities. Find us online at oldtownroofing.com. At Old Town Roofing, our service is over the top. Check us out with the Better Business Bureau. We maintain an A+ rating.
Goods Furniture, 3 blocks, 12 multi-level buildings full of furniture at prices to fit every budget. Handcrafted quality furniture at everyday low prices. Take some time to visit the shops at Market Square where you'll find unique gifts, clothing, wine, and so much more. Relax over a glass of wine and enjoy lunch or a snack at the Wine Cellar restaurant. You can even spend the night at our bed and breakfast. Experience the good life for yourself at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
What's going on at Streeter? There's a whole lot of style, technology, and excitement waiting for you at Streeter Lincoln. Great cars from one of the Quad Cities' most trusted dealers. If you want a luxury car, test drive the new Lincolns at Streeter Lincoln Quad Cities, 520 West Kimberly Road, Davenport.
In the Old West, things were settled the old-fashioned way. A duel, just one-on-one. At Montana Jack's, we believe it should be that way again. Just you and our soon-to-be famous USDA prime meat steaks. Grilled to perfection, served along with our salad bar and potato, just the way you like it. It's time for a showdown. Montana Jack's, 5400 27th Street, Moline.
Mom's here, get ready. Hey, looks great in here, guys.
Thanks, honey. Remember, this is just between you and I.
Enjoy your free time. Do what matters most. From everyday surface cleaning to deep cleaning, Dustbusters does it all. Dustbusters is bonded, insured, honest, thorough, and dependable. We strive for the best at Dustbusters Cleaning.